Brothers, my guys, know that they fly, know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side, CJ Ike, now I gotta roll with ice. Cool, these brothers, my guys, know that they fly, know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side, CJ Ike, now I gotta roll with ice. Ride or die, 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 ride or die. Cool, these brothers, my guys, know that they fly, know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side, CJ Ike, now I gotta ride or die.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another stream as I sit back down in the seat. Hope you all are having a wonderful, beautiful day. Sorry for a kind of a slower, delayed intro. Don't want to keep you guys waiting too long, but today, boys, is Friday. It is time for some 5v5 1v1 duels. Boys, let me get that song up and running. I don't know what about the song, dude. Find it hype as fuck. I don't know about it, you did. I like this song. I don't know what about it. Alrighty, boys. You know how we do these. You know how we do. Start forming some groups right now for the stream. It is time to go and enjoy patch 8.3 duels, boys. How about it? Yeah, how about it? Let's go, boys. So what do we got in chat here? We got ourselves Johnny Worthless Grand, Michael Phoenix. We got ourselves Enarco in Russian, I think. We also got Danny. We got ourselves Masters Marino, Robert Halab. We also got Callum. We got Alexander, the third, the fifth, and last generation. Q, Wow, and Hussein. How you boys doing? And welcome back. Welcome back. Oh my God. EU. Get ready. As per usual, Friday is for EU and Saturday is for the boys. Everybody gets mad when I say that. Saturdays are always for the boys, dude. But it lines up because Saturday is an A. And this have a saying, Saturdays for the boys. You guys are the boys too. Trust me, trust me. It's Saturday for some of you. It's like 12 a.m. anyway. It's Saturday for some of you, alright? It's Saturday where you are too, okay? You guys count, alright? You're part of this. Right? Okay? Alright, okay. Alrighty, logging on EU. Hopefully this works, by the way. I had a thought. I'll be honest with you guys. I had a thought, right? Last time Blizzard did a patch update, patch 8.2.5, the broke duels. Another thought has snuck into my brain. So this patch, we're beta testing this. We're beta testing duels. Everybody cross your fingers and wish for the best. We're gonna try to see how they work. Until then, we're not gonna fret, not gonna threat, and we're just gonna enjoy ourselves. So pumped for 8.3 duels. Let's go, dude. I wonder how the metas are gonna change, man. There's gonna be a lot of builds once we have better gear, dude. Season hasn't even begun. This is the off-season 5v5 1v1. Night Raven, Fortune, and the Alliance group are ready. Fortune, if you want to give me some variety today for your groups, swapping a couple people around left and right, maybe getting some of the boys in your groups that are usually there to make separate groups to queue into you. That'd be great too. Alaska was second to Whisper Me. So we go to Alaska, and Alex, we're gonna put you on a bench, but you gotta shine in just a second, alright? Alaska first, Alex next. Let's test to see if the duels even work, boys. Place your bets. Is it gonna work or is it gonna bug? Because I'm thinking, like, I don't know what they did with 8.2.5, but 8.3 and 8.2 are not that different. They're just like more stuff unlocked, right? Anything weird? Anything funky happening? I don't think so. At least not yet. Twitch. Yeah, everybody's here. Camera is moving. We're all good. It looks like this patch isn't completely garbage, but we're gonna start off with, first of all, changing the song because it's a nice, slow, melancholy song that's about to play. But you know what? We don't need the melancholy right now. We need the fucking hype. And I couldn't think of a better song than this one playing right here. If anybody's wondering, that's L-Port and Vim Power. Give me some power, boys. You got ourselves Vital here on Team Russia with Den. His name is something completely Ganker. He actually has the name Ganker in there. I don't know what it is. Can you call him Ganker instead? I think his actual name is Ganker. Part of his name is Ganker. Ganker. We got ourselves Kragar. We got ourselves now Mova, and we got ourselves Proc. Proc going up versus the Fury Warrior. Kragar is the Fury Warrior Master. We're gonna see you popping off today. Get an hit open with Snoopy by no other than Snoopy, letting a massive opener into Proc with Thorns to follow. Proc already has a corruption. Oh wait, no, Snoopy's the one who has a corruption. He has the Formless Void corruption. Snoopy might just be overpowered in these duels, dude. Not getting an opener onto Kragar on Snoopy's team. We also got FaZe. We got ourselves Judo. We got ourselves Fortune and Kenny. Let's watch Snoopy try to see how can he hold off against Kragar, the Master Fury, where you're getting hit with a Maledic off the bat. It looks like both of these guys got some shadowy effects going on. Maybe it's just Snoopy's the only one with the effect. Huge damage on the Kragar. Forcing out Safeguard Trinket from him. And it's going to have to go for a big old leap, and that's going to be a Crucible offensively onto Snoopy. Kragar might need to go for even more defenses. Also, another benefit of these duels. Oh, the tank trinkets and nerf, boys. Try using them now. Let's see how good they are for you. And it looks like Snoopy is doing a really good job utilizing his new Formless Void corruption. What it does is radiate shatter damage based on % of your health. As you do damage to enemies, you build up stacks. And then eventually those stacks have a chance to release. And they tick away. Every single stack gets a tick. and it does percentage of your health as damage. Snoopy in a sense could put bleeds on an enemy, and if he's a feral, could stay away from an enemy, let those shadow hits hit the enemy without getting meleeed. Like with Cracker being a melee, if he could just be like a couple of yards, just 2 or 3 yards out of his melee range where he's still taking that shadow damage, that would be huge. That's going to be Thorns up and running for Snoopy right now. Cracker is going to take quite a bit of health or damage with this, using Stormbolt in order to deal with Snoopy a little bit. It's going to get a charge just to pick up a bit of healing from a little bit of that Bloodthirst, but that's about all he's really got to his name right now. Using Crucibles offensively still, not using it defensive. He's actually trying to see if he can pop even more defensive. He's going to be in range regeneration as he gets super close. And down he goes. Snoopy taking him out. And that's going to be next up. Ganker up next. Fortune making sure to make Gladiator Cracker into some beef Wellington. And he is out for about. Get out of here with that, man. Yo, that's gonna hit you with a karma eventual, Fortune. Not a literal karma, but a metaphorical karma. But Snoopy is gonna try to give respect to the enemy. He's not messing around with our dead corpses or dead meatballs, really. He's waiting out for Ganker to come out, sitting in bear form, trying to keep calm, keep it still. Is Ganker playing sub or is he playing assassination? I want to say assassin. It looks like a Garrote into a cheap shot, getting himself the rupture rolling, trying to go for a double crucible, getting the shot right after, and it's actually going to let the bleeds do work onto Snoopy. He's going to try to dispel him immediately and catch a couple of regrowths. No dampening yet, so we are going to see Snoopy get a full value of his healing for now. So Ganker is actually going to be able to get himself a complete reset. I'm going to mess up your name. I might call you Den, because that's what I used to call you. But it is Ganker. It looks like Snoopy's actually a corruption just procced randomly on his healing, I guess. It's randomly procking, and it looks like he does land a Moonfire onto Ganker, catching a resell for a second, and it's actually going to be able to land a big bite, getting a shot onto Snoopy, still holding on to a trinket. Ganker is actually going to reset completely, looking for another better opener. How did Snoopy get his corruption to just randomly proc, though? I think it might just be completely random procs. Maybe it can be done whenever you take damage too. Like whenever any damage goes out to you or outgoing damage. Blinder to Snoopy as he gets Thorns up and running, and Ganker is gonna still catch himself a full reset. Has not been given a clean reset whatsoever. Finally catching a re-stealth right now against Snoopy, and is actually gonna mount up, I guess, in case Snoopy goes for a trinket. He's trying to decide whether he wants to run away, whether he wants to stay. Is gonna get a Garrote cheap shot. Trinket coming out of Snoopy. That's actually a huge cooldown. Gonna be hit with a kidney shot as Ganker looking to catch a full reset without taking 80 bleed damage. Got himself a little bit of a heal. Looking to back off the platform, but is still trying to get himself a full re-stealth. Snap into Snoopy with a Garrote to follow. Is going to be evasion to try to pump as much damage as Snoopy while he's got it. Land the next skin, and next time he comes out of cat form. Could be a Vendetta rolling strong with this one. Going to be a Mallet rolling onto Ganker right now. Quite a bit of damage from Snoopy regardless, even though he's barely doing damage to the guy. Cheap shot onto Snoopy. He does have Thorns. Ganker's looking to land a kidney shot on it either way. Could get quite a bit of damage. Snoopy's barely in the health. Bash into Ganker. He does get out of it. Shot to stay with pass Snoopy, and does end up hitting him with a big Envenom. Huge poison damage. Snoopy just couldn't hold his own against that one. And can he look it to end Ganker right before he could catch himself a reset? But he's going to get hit with a sap. Should have just given that man a little bit of an honor duel. But Candy's looking to press the opportunity here. Kidney shot coming out by Ganker. There's going to be a breath onto the rogue with a Ring of Frost. I think Candy got him in the right position. No health available. Ganker doesn't have a cloak of shadows for this one. It is a lights out for the boy with a meteor and everything. Oh, Greater Power Blast does hit him, but he somehow survives, using Crucibles defensively, actually healing up quite a bit. Only 1% dampening right now, boys. Only 1% dampening. The marvels that could happen was people going down with no one can use a tank trick and might have updated the meta in the best possible way. This could be the best season BFA has ever seen on PvP. No tank trinkets. No nada. Maybe we'll see some healing trinkets, because those hasn't gotten nerfed. So casters, which casters already have a hard time in duels anyway, unless you're like a warlock. Like a Shadow Priest with a healer trinket, I don't think it could be bad. I think it could be quite good. I think it could be quite an even duel. The next up is going to be Kenny, still struggling to catch up with Ganker. Ganker's doing such a good job maintaining dots and slows into Kenny. He's looking for full resets. He's not trying to sit and stealth the whole game and just reset until all his cooldowns are poking out, landing those kidney shots, trying to force cooldowns out of Kenny. He is being proactive. And I like that. I prefer with rogues not sitting forever, because some rogues literally sit like for 2 minutes until all the cooldowns are up. Ganker still does not have a trinket. Kenny will not have a trinket for a while unless he's going to be down. It's going to be temporal up for Kenny. Does not a breath of the Ganker, and it's going to be a polymorph. Could go for maybe for Greater Pyro. Does not get far enough for the Greater Pyro to be good. Might be able to still land this Ring of Frost properly. Ring connects. Does connect. Cloak and Shadow is available for Ganker. Might go for that Cloak. Another Meteor coming down. Not going to go for Cloak. Just going to get himself a little bit of a heal. Stun onto Kenny, and Ganker's looking to peel away. Not going to be able to go anywhere because of the freeze. Using the poisons immediately. Has advantage if things go bad. And that might be advantage. Might be blind. Blind coming out. Hoping to get a trinket out of Kenny. Not going to happen. Kenny holding onto his trinket. Ganker taunting him with that Q and E spam, or A and D if you remap your keys. Strafe and spam, dude. He's doing strafe and dance. He's hitting him with a dance, hitting him with a shadow dance. Not even the sub-spec. Malik coming down onto Kenny as Ganker looking to end it, looking to force out the Ice Block breath by Kenny. Tricky coming out of Ganker. Does get an interrupt onto Palmo by the looks of it. That's going to be a big Crucible Temple coming out for Kenny. Not going to sit in that Maladek for too long. But oh, wait, more damage coming out. Actually forced out his Cauterize. Mali actually played so well against the Temporal. It absorbed all of it. Kenny now has Ice Block. No extra healing. Trying to land an invis. Actually got a miss for a second, but that food is going to get him out. Ganker has himself perfect opportunity. Ganker did have to trinket something, though. Kenny could still somehow come back without a trinket for Ganker. Vendetta coming out. Kenny instantly ice blocks it. Polymorph onto Ganker. If he can go for a full setup. Cloak Shot is still available for Ganker, so Kenny really needs to make sure he's landing his abilities properly. Nothing can miss. Freeze comes in. Ganker could cloak this. Is actually going to get out of it a little bit early. Still is going to go for the Cloak of Shadows just in case. Still, but that Greater Pyro was already mid-air. It's still connected. Did damage. Ganker looking to catch a reset. Kenny has combustion rolling. If he can somehow get to Ganker right now. Double blink coming out. Breath to follow. Just to go for a big setup. Fireball, but Ganker already has a bunch of health coming back. 7 minutes and 8% dampening. Healing is still too strong right now. Kenny needs to find a breath again onto Ganker. He might have a trinket coming up. Nova missing completely. Garodan Cheap Shot is going to stop him in place. Is going to pop his extra heal, pumping up his own health. Next time he lands a breath onto Ganker. If he can land a ring into Greater Pyro. Meteor Wamba. Trying to land the breath. Does not get it. Ganker actually popped into the stealth, and Kenny thought he knew where he was. He didn't. Stopping him from eating food immediately. Going to be mount up. And that's perfect for Ganker. Just going to chill there while Kenny is trying to find his way out of the situation. Ganker at full health right now, but still could be one-shot by the power of Fire Mage Burst. Road coming out. Does Kenny get a breath here? Cheap Shot to follow. Gonna have to sit it. Human Trinket coming out, actually. Is able to get out of it. Good go and punish Ganker for a little bit of damage. Is going to hit him with a Fireball. That's going to be full poly. Is going to get a double Greater Pyro Bust. If he's able to connect these abilities properly right now, this is his chance. Ring connects properly. Greater Pyro Bust does come out. Could be a Shadow Step out of Ganker right now. Meteor to follow. Pyrobuster coming out. Safety Trigger coming out for Ganker. And Kenny actually stealing that Safety Trigger. Double bubble for that guy. Ganker does advantage back up. Hit Trinket back up. Kenny can still turn this around somehow. Does he have yet another blink? He does. Nova onto Ganker. He does have a trinket if things go bad. Fireball on top of it. Blind onto Kenny. Does he have a trinket? Looks like Ganker is going to be able to catch a resell, but a 26% dampening starting to really set in. The rogue, she isn't panicking right now. Shouldn't be panicking. He's just like calm and collected. However, if Kenny gets a trinket right here, if he's able to get out of the stuns in any way at all, this could be bad for him. Maledicted to Kenny. Time is running out. Does get hit with a kidney shot. Kenny doesn't really have a lot to work with except get himself a shield. Mali is completely absorbing any kind of healing he has. If he has any healing to begin with, Temporal is going to be available afterward. This Mali. Ganker is looking to catch a reset. Does get hit Nova. Cloak Shot is the backup for him. Ring of Frost. Does it connect? Trinkets out of it. Oh! He trinketed. Wait! Could that be over? Could that be the end? That could be the end right now. The abilities could collapse together. Cloak of Shadows does come out. He still does get hit with a Greater Pyro. If he can outlive that Cloak of Shadows just for a little bit longer, then Ganker looking to catch a full reset, going for the Crucibles defensively, does not want to give up this fight to the Fire Mage whatsoever. Catches a reset. Kenny going for food immediately. Might be able to get 1 or 2 ticks of food. Sap coming up before he can do it. Ganker is out of Cloak, out of Trinket, out of everything actually, and he's actually walking away. He's going to pick up the Warlock Hellstone from his team. That is allowed. And he's trying to see if he can punish Ganker from eating food. He's going to hit him with a Crucible, stopping him from fully healing. He needs to catch himself a little bit lighter side, or maybe get at Ganker right now. His trinket is probably back up. Ganker won't have a trinket. As long as he can kill the rogue before the Vanish goes off, he might stand a chance. This is where for right now for Kenny. to somehow claw his way out of it. He is going to need to do full combustion here. He's going to need to go for full damage. Kidney shot, nothing he had. I guess no trinket was available. And Ganker does take him out. FaZe is up next with a bit of a blade storm on top of Ganker and actually looking to kite him around. Ganker let a cheap shot on the guy. He does trick it out of it. Ganker could go for a full vanish. Actually, no more vanish. What did he vanish? He just vanished somehow offensively. Well, it looks like a vanish was maybe used. I don't even know. FaZe trying to look for the rogue, desperately trying to get him out before the rogue catches a reset. Trinkets are coming back in 30 seconds. Gloka Shadow's up in about 37. Evasion available right now. Vanish going to be available soon. Does get a tick of the blade dance. Does take a dot. FaZe no trinket available. Ganker could really abuse the situation right now. Cheap shot into a kidney shot. Looking to get away. The dots are going to be rolling to FaZe. The crippling poison is up. Does land a stun onto Ganker with an I-beam to follow. Does he have more damage to follow right after evasion up and running for Ganker? FaZe needs to find a way to get around this evasion. Stun coming out. Perfect opportunity. Drops down darkness while the rogue is stunned. Metamorphosis right afterwards into an I-beam. He does get interrupted on it immediately. Ganker does have a trinket available. If he has the next kidney shot onto FaZe right now with Vendetta, that could be the game. But Ganker doesn't have a lot of health to work with. Does he have the kidney shot available? He does land it. Maledict onto FaZe right now. Is he going to be able to do enough damage into the kidney shot? He is going to be able to. And Ganker with barely any health left. Looks like he's going to get locked out. But Judo blind coming out. Judo trinkets out of it. Trying to see if he can just end this rogue right now. Does Ganker have any tricks up his sleeve? Down he goes. He was completely exhausted of all the abilities he had chance of. And Judo just taking the time to BM the rogue. Maybe a bit too much BM. As now Mova. Wait. Whoa. Lag hitting Mova at the worst time possible. Judo trying to be careful and wait. Or maybe Judo just gonna go in and end him. Looks like he might just have to if this guy just DC'd completely. Judo's giving him a second, man. He's giving him a second. Judo's at least able to catch a few vivifies. At 47% dampening, it's not quite good. Mova trinkets out of something. I think Mova's completely DC'd. Judo again, still giving him an opportunity, man. He's giving you a chance to come back. Are you back? It looks like Mova might be back. Mova is back for now, but they are no terrible situation. They are playing Destruction Warlocks. At least there's the one advantage there. Do they not roll the Honor Talent that lets Conflagrate get a root on an enemy? That might not. And Judo is going to land a full stun with no trinket available. Mova is just going to take the damage to full through the face. It's going to land a horror into a fear onto Judo. Tried to set up a gateway. Weird setup for a gateway, but decided, you know what, I want to maybe get an offensive gateway. Judo is going to back up and catch a couple of heals. Judo, are you running a tank trinket either? I feel like all these guys drop the tank trinkets now, which is going to make it interesting. Cataclysm does tag him for a second. Mova with 52% dampening. No healing going to be available for the Warlock, but do they even need healing? Warlocks are not really a healing kind of class. They're really all about burst. Karma coming out for Judo. Really good Karma. And Mova almost just Shadow Bolt himself to the face, or Chaos Bolted himself to the face. Is going to gateway out of them. Judo trying to maximize this. Touch of Death onto Mova. He is going to get himself at a wall. Chaos Bolts are coming out on Judo. He doesn't have stunts for it. Looks like it's going to be a horror effect to pal Judo away with another Chaos Bolt right after. Does have himself diffuse magic. Judo surviving this, tanked up quite a bit. That's going to be Infernal, still doing quite a bit of damage though. He could go down any moment, does get interrupted onto Mova. Caswell trying to come out, Leg Sweep to follow, doesn't have anything left, barely in the health. Does Judo get to kill this? Does Judo get to survive this? And he's going to be able to be caught at super low health, but he does end up making it out of there with Vital going up next. I think another Destruction Warlock based by the Succubus playstyle. Could be Affliction, you never really know, right? But Judo trying to see if he can somehow claw out of this. Judo doesn't really have a lot of healing. 58% dampening, reducing healing by quite a lot. Is going to become Flag out of Vital, trying to go for a little bit of a stun around the corner. Could go for a Succubus CC. Does land the Succubus CC. It's going to trick out a Succubus CC as he sees the big cooldowns coming out of Vital right now with Dark Soul. Ring of Peace is going to boop him out of the way. Trying to land a Demonic Gateway. Looking to land a Demonic Gateway. Get an offensive at Judo. Trying to go for a stun. Get interrupted. Casbolt for free now. One Casbolt coming out. Does he have a second with Crucible Raptor? Barely any health left in the Judo, and down he goes. It's going to be Vital versus Fortin. Monk versus Destruction Warlock. 61% dampening. Vital down on one offensive ability. Is Fortin DC now? No, Fortin's not DC. Sometimes Fortin does DC though. Vital setting up a gateway. He won't be able to use the gateway either. Unfortunately, looking to push up is generating himself a little bit of chi a little early. But this is really up to Fortin and Vital to rotate their cooldowns because barely any healing is going to be available. Does get a catch on the Vital, is going to hit him on the touch of death. Second EST coming out onto Fortune, he trick inside of it immediately, trying to maximize the touch of the damage of the Vital. Wall could come out for Vital, is going to send a horror effect onto Fortune with an immolate right after. Maybe if you were to follow, Karma coming out immediately for Fortune as that Infernal comes out, is going to get a boop onto Vital for a second. Shadow Fury onto Fortune. Karma still doing quite a bit of damage. That's a big defensive, going to be out of the way. Fortune still holding on to in diffuse magic. Hezbollah is going to hit him in the face, is going to be diffuse magic right now. Trying to stay on top of Vital as best as possible. Next interrupt could be end. Vital trying to see if he can somehow survive. Fear getting interrupted, and Vital is out of options completely. Second EST does hold him for a moment. Does he get to survive long enough to get himself a horror effect up and running? Hezbollah trying to come out, and Fortune does get himself a leg sweep in there. Monks got even more damage going out for them, dude. Those leg sweeps are doing work. But that was the first duel of patch 8.3, boys. No chance of dampening, but hey, no tank trinkets. No tank trinkets. Yeah? I like that. I like that. Let's get another duel going, boys. This might be the best meta we've ever seen. No tank trinkets. I didn't see a single sport pod, did you? This will be interesting. EU, what is it, 100? 101? Breaking that 100 to a 101, boy. Let's go. Alex is here already. I don't know if Raven is still ready. Let's see if we get somebody else so we can get some variety in here. Snoopy wants to play again. I know Snoopy wants to play again. By the way, tell Snoopy to keep streaming, man. He's doing a good job. Can you give me a battle tag? Dalaran hashtag 1340. What's up, David? How you doing, man? Any better marksman out there? Yo, can we get Mataso in here? Mataso in here? Marksman Hunter, Head Killer Brave, the challenge. He said he's gonna come in next week. Well, where is he? Where's the boy? What's up, much excited, my man? Hope you're having a good one, my dude. Spam that obliterate, that's the time, so hell yeah, dude. Dalaran hashtag 1340 if you guys want to add me on NA or EU. I got groups. I think we might need to do Alex versus Night Raven, I guess. We're not really getting that many new people, yeah? Also, what the fuck are you doing right next to me? Can you... Space. I like my space. My dude. I'll ask for a cuddle party if I want a cuddle party. Alex versus Raven. Let's go. Mars is so fun to watch. The Master Traps are so fun. Yeah, it was tough. But they're fun to watch because of stuff. Run on my Fury, what are you doing? Dailies? Doing furry things. Finish. Do your dailies now, by the way. And on NA, do your dailies now. They're going to be changing assaults. So I think dailies might reset. Do your dailies now. If you are on NA, watch my stream on another monitor, but do your dailies. Get them out of the way. Get all of them done. Because assaults are going to be switching at 10 p.m. East Coast or 7 p.m. Pacific Coast. So figure out where you are in between. So 8 or 9 or 10 or so. Yeah, you get it. 5 ready? Let's get Jack in here. Let's actually go get Jack since we got a little bit of that variety. Jack and Alex. Sorry, boys, if I'm coughing. I might be coughing throughout today. I'll try not to cough into the mic. I do apologize. I'll try not to cough into the mic, but I will need to clear my throat. I could try to mute it too. You know what I mean? What's up, Puma? How you doing, my man? Shadowpriest said exists the word. Yeah, I think the Shadowpriest are gonna be fine. Look at La! We got La in here! Shadowpriest don't exist. Also got Arthur in here. Alright, let me just go this. Switch. We got ourselves Team Baloo with Christia coming out as a Retribution Paladin. Loopy Hunter coming back as a Beastmaster Hunter. I would want to say, got a couple of those Nazar pieces in those eyeball shoulders. Actually looking kind of cool. They move? That's so weird. We got Liza Shadow Priest. We got Zully Shadow Priest. Everybody says Shadow Priests are no longer in the game. But you know what? They're still here. They're still strong. They're still keeping up with everybody. And then a Frost DK4 Nyxeros got himself a nice setup, dude. We also got Atho on Team Red. We got ourselves Scary coming back as the Fury Warrior God. Raven as what I want to say Assassination. Ruben as Unholy. We are missing one person on Team Red. Hopefully they will still load in. We'll still keep running it and we'll still let everybody else here have a chance at the duels, alrighty? We'll still let everybody get a chance. Wait, is that a haircut option for Nados? I kind of like it. It's like the short to the side thing. Yo, if I was an Adof, I'd be rocking something like that. Actually, too big of a fan of ponytails. Can't do it. Ponytails and masks. Something about my characters when I make them. I like ponytails and I like masks. Loopy Hunter going up versus Carry. Carry already getting a strong opener. Stun coming out for Loopy, forcing to check it out Carry immediately. And Carry is just trying to ramp up his burst. Gonna be some burst coming out of Loopy Hunter too. Actually, even got a Dire Basilisk trying to walk Carry into it. Going for acceleration a little bit early. Fear onto the Dire Basilisk. There's no way that thing is making it back next to Carry unless Loopy Hunter takes him over. Freezing Trap trying to come out maybe out of Loopy Hunter because Carry already got a Freezing Trap ready for it. And that's gonna be a Nightborn Racial Slow coming up for Loopy. Pretty good slow actually. Carry does not turn around to hit the pet. He's staying on Loopy. Gonna force out the Turtle Shell as the damage of the Fear Warrior. It's just way too much. Freezing Trap already ready. Is Carry going to run through it? I don't think Carry's going to run through it. Charge onto Loopy Hunter. Does land and execute on him immediately. And down goes the first man for Team Blue. Nyxorus is going to be up next. Carry is going to give him all the honor duel. Nyxorus giving Carry the honor duel. He's letting him get a little bit of that health regen. Look at that perfect bow. Gonna be slow immediately for Nyxorus. He gets to dictate how this fight is ran. Remorseless Winter coming out. How good is this Frost ZK gonna be? Since Frost has actually got some of the different playstyles in the game right now. They actually got so many new essences that are good for them. At least in PvE side. I wonder if that'll affect them for PvP. But we'll see. This time on to Nyx. He does still have himself a lot of runic power rolling. So that's a lot of runes, lots of runic power available. So go for Death Strikes. And Nyx is trying to play defensive here. Trying to tank this up as best as possible. Let Remorseless do work to Carry. And it's actually doing quite a bit of a good job. Carry's health is the only one that's actually behind on health. Not by much. Still can do plenty of recovery. It looks like Nyx might have a little guardian angel with him. Look at that little pet flying around. Is that thing rare? Carry taking quite a bit of damage, dropping close to half health. It looks like there's a little bit of lagging going on for Nyx, so it's going to be a reflect available for Carry. He does get a charge heal onto Nyx. Stun coming out. Carry trinkets out of it. Is going to go for a Blaze to fall as Nyx got himself the Pillar of Frost rolling. That's going to be cooldowns for cooldowns. Transfusion available for Nyx. Does Carry have a disarm for that transfusion? It looks like Carry is just staying focused. He's got the Deadly Calm available. Recklessness coming out. Deadly Calm. Forget about it. Time to go berserk. Is he going to be able to get any damage on Nyx? Looks like Nyx is doing a good job self-healing. The play class that he is with a lot of death strikes that are available for him. Trying to use any damage that Carry's putting out to him as just a heal. And that's going to be another Pillar of Frost immediate disarm out of Carry. Trying to reduce the impact of Nyxor's burst. During Pillar of Frost, the more runes you spend, the stronger your burst becomes. It starts at 50% strength. And then every rune you spend, I think, gives you 1% or 2% extra strength. So you can stack up from 15 to 20 and 25 and higher if you got yourself a really good setup. Like Pillar of Frost together with Remorseless Runic Power. Something like that as a combo would be really good. Carry and Nyx. I think this duel is going to go until dampening though, boys. I'm actually not seeing either one of them going down in health. Neither of them are rolling tank trinkets. That's the thing. Nyx is starting to take some pressure. But I think, honestly, it might just go into dampening, boys. Perfect opportunity for me to take a sip. I think I'm going to choose water for now to be a little bit healthier so I don't cough as much. Nyx countering any bursts out of Carry with a transfusion. Not really getting the most amount of health. Trinket coming out for Carry is actually double on trinkets. Keeping Nyx's health low. No transfusion could actually get him down. The wild not much is off. It said this duel is gonna last 2 hours. No more it. Yeah, I think this one's gonna take a while. Wow. Nyx just doesn't budge. Nyx, I mean, he's losing out on health now. Like, he's behind on health, but he just does not budge. And every time he has a Remorseless Winter, he really does get to do some damage to Carry. Who is going for recovery. But I think this shows us without tank trinkets, these might be some of the best classes for survivability now. Because then it's all about the raw ability, right? You don't have any extra trinkets or tankiness. And maybe because nobody's running tank trinket, people are playing a lot safer. So maybe Nyx and Carry are both playing very defensively rather than offensively. Normally they'd be able to get a more offensive because of the tank trinket. But now they just try to stay behind or try not to fall behind. Nyx actually dropping quite low with a bit of a Lichborn trying to get out of the fear. Carry has an opportunity to get an execute onto Nyx, but it looks like he's going to be handling himself just fine, getting those jet strike consistently. It looks like Carry is running Crucibles, so he's using those offensively. Still trying to get Nyx close low to health. I think it's going to be next time he gets himself a huge Siege Breaker wombo combo setup. He might be able to do it. Nyx, as soon as he gets himself Pillar of Frost, is going to be immediate disarm. Actually getting pretty close to execute. Could that be it? Could Carry really turn the damage around? Transfusion out of Nyx. Looks like we're gonna have to wait a little bit longer. Nyx actually getting huge healing out of the Blaze Storm damage from Carry. Next trinket coming out for Carry. He's gonna have to trinket it immediately out of that stun. He's gonna have to wait for a bit longer. No wonder carry's trinkets are actually taking forever. Because of the Frost Death Knight Hard Stop aura, it makes the trinkets instead of like 2 minutes, it makes them like 3-minute cooldown. So he basically can only do like what? Trinket every third stun or something like that? Like huge executes maybe? Maledict I think might have to be the way to go. I think that's how you counter it, is Maledict. See, people are, oh, Maledict. Speaking about Maledict, actually looks like Nyxos had a Mallet rolling, or he had a Mallet rolling onto carry. He reflected a portion of that Mallet to him. That's I think what happened. With the 5-minute mark, 6%, Nyx is not looking that good. Does get himself a clutch transfusion, but looks like healing is going to start getting lower. Carry focusing offensively more than defensively now as his health is also starting to dip. Stun onto carry. Nyx could turn this around. Maybe could get some huge damage onto carry. Carry's going to go for that enrage regeneration. I think this is the first one of this duel. Disarm onto Nyx is going to get a charge, maybe a heal to follow. Does get himself a big bloodthirst. Nyx did try to see if he could use the Goblin Rachel to get the hell out of there. Tried to get some Chain of Ice onto carry. Death strikes are a priority for him. Does get himself yet another Pillar of Frost. Could be the execute out of carry. Carry just needs a little bit more damage. Just needs to get a little bit more offensive. Most of it coming out for Nyx right now. Does go for Runic Power Weapon, but does go down. That was a little bit of a weird duel. Not a lot was happening for quite a bit of time. Carry just went super defensive, and so did Nyx. Christia, I wonder if they're gonna have to go defensive. Hodge actually gonna reflect on their own Hodge carry, landing that stun off of Christia. Is gonna try to see if he can burn through that Shield of Vengeance, but looks like Carry is doing very, very little damage. It looks like he's focusing more on the self-healing playstyle. He's not really trying to go as offensive. Big blow to the enemy coming out for Christia. As he got wings up and running, Mechagon Trinket, and Carry looks like he's gonna be able to survive most of that damage. Does get a disarm onto Christia. He's going to be able to get a slow, maybe a Blades Justice, or Blades of Justice, maybe a Judgment here and there onto Carry. Another reflect coming out for Carry right now, hoping to maybe land another stun to Christia. Christia, I think, is going to save their Hodge for a little bit later. Christia's held super low. Trinket coming out on Carry. Christia might just have to bubble this, trying to see if he can survive it. Might have to bubble. Oh no! Carry took him out before the bubble came out. Stun onto Carry right after. By what looks like Lai is going to greater fade out of it. Playing a Tauren. Ooh, interesting. A Tauren Shatterpiece. My Tauren just swapped from a Tauren Shatterpiece too. A Velth. Mally rolling into Carry. Looks like he's going to try to suppress his damage as much as possible. Lai is trying to go for a setup right now. He's going to get a short stun into Carry with a War Stomp himself. A little bit of that Vampiric Embrace. Going to be able to get himself quite a lot of self-healing. The Reflect coming out for Carry. Trying not to get CC by Mind Control. Looks like he's going to get CC by Mind Control, and La is going to let those dots tick down on him for a little bit. At least going to be able to control the warrior for a little bit. Shields are coming out for La. As he's getting closer, Execute Disperse might need to come out right here. Carry still has the offensive pressure. If only he had some sort of Mortar Strike effect, he could reduce all this healing out of La, but he's continuing just to keep trucking damage at the Shatterpiece. Is going to get out with a stun. Does La have anything to follow up? Siphon going to get taken out by Carry immediately. It's going to be Reflect available for Carry, and La could go for a little bit of self-heals. Looks like they are going to get some self-heals. Trying to go for some damage into Carry. Do they have enough though? Mind Control to walk Carry out of the way at least. At least he's going to be able to keep him at bay. Let the dots stick down on him. Not walking him too far though. Once you keep him close enough where you can still get the cast off. Charge for Carry is going to let him a little bit of a heal. La not looking all that healthy anymore. I don't know if a Shatterpiece can really do anything against a few or a warrior like that. Second start off for Zully. Right after Zully, this is your opportunity. Will you stand a chance against Carry at all? Is going to go for a Mindbender playstyle. And that's going to be a short Fury to Carry. He is going to break out immediately. It's going to be Reflect. Siphon tried to take him out. It's going to go for Enraged Regeneration. Siphon actually still hitting him. Does land a Fear onto Zully. It's going to kill the Siphon. Carry is still super low. Could go down. Sounds into Carry. He does check it out of that sounds. Could go for a Kinetic Shot if case things go bad. Did get himself a bit of a heal with Enraged Regeneration. Interrupt onto Zully. Onto Shadow damage. Zully should be able to get himself a shield. Trying to go for Void Bolts into a Disperse right now. Carry is still doing just fine. 9 minutes in. 26% dampening. Not a lot that anybody can really do to Carry at this point. Mind Control trying to come out. Does go for a Reflect. Zully jumping down is not a good idea. Does get charged by Carry. Not a lot of health left. Does get a stun. And Carry does take out the whole Team Blue. There it goes. He had himself a little bit of a longer duel with Nyx, but look at that healing, man. The damage, I mean, he out-damaged everybody, but that healing, though. Nyx going for more healing playstyle, the damage playstyle. No tank trinket. Doesn't give him a lot of options there, man. Carry's a beast. I gotta give him, dude. I gotta give him that one. The new title of 5v5 1 Heal Fury Warrior. I think we've done that one before, actually. To be honest, I think we've done that one before. But good job, Carry. Good job, everybody that played. Was Carry on Team Jax? I think it was. I think that is Carry. 5v5 got a new person. Ready 5v5. Let's go. We could get Alaska versus Night Raven, I guess. Yeah. Is that Big Max? Did you get Night Raven? Did you get Big Max? Is that the boy? The big boy? Wait. Did US duel? I meant to call it EU. EU 101 2. Here we go. How did NA get more duels than the EU? How did that happen? We gotta catch you guys back up. Alright, let's do Night Raven. Close to Big Max. Okay, fair enough. Wait, is it dead? Flaff Duck, my man. Flaffy Duck? I never heard of him. But maybe he'll be insane. And Laska. Well, let's get Laska and Night Raven again. We'll let him go at one another. And we'll have Alex and Jack switch around with everybody, man. Well, let's get involved, Jim Morris. You guys are more than welcome to open up LFG, man, in PvP and join up. That's how you gotta do, boys. How do I enter LFG? I'll show you guys in a little bit. I'll show you guys after this arena, alright? After this duel, I'll show you. Yeah? Alrighty. Switch. We got ourselves some people switching around. Oh, on Team Blue, I think we're mostly the same. We got ourselves Vital playing Destruction. We got ourselves Ganker playing Assassination. We got Krager, Mova, and we also have Slim Hardy as Unholy. I like the mug. What is that tabard? Is that the Enchantment? Actually looks kind of good. How you doing, my man? On Team Red, we got ourselves Candy playing up the Arcane this time. Flaffy Duck as a Survival Hunter. Apparently he's in big leagues. Fortune as a monk. Judo Master as a monk. We also got FaZe as a Demon Hunter. Good luck and have fun, everybody. Ooh, Flaffy. Here's that Gladiator, dude. Look at that boy. Is that Season 2 Glad? Or is that Season 3 Glad? I don't remember. I think that might be Season 3. Or Season 2. I think Season 2 was the blue. I think, or maybe it's Season 3. I don't even know. But looks like it's going to be Flaffy Duck first up. And lagging immediately. That's unfortunate. But looks like Ganker is going to give him a little bit of opportunity. If he is lagging, it's like, waiting out. Flaffy Duck is just going to sit out in the open with a flare. Not even a cam. Waiting for the rogue open up. And Ganker just waiting by his time. There's no point of opening up on a Survival Hunter like that right in the flare. You might as well wait, maybe land a sap as Flaffy Duck is hanging out towards one of the sides of the flare. Random trap coming out for Flaffy. Ganker should know where it's at. Does land a cheap shot onto Flaffy. Does get hit with a steel trap, so that's going to do quite a bit of damage to him. It's going to keep him rooted. It's going to be a freezing trap immediately as he's trying to get himself some damage. It's going to be Flaffy Duck immediately popping off the medic bandage, taking away all the dots and all the work that Ganker got up and running. Stun onto Ganker as Flaffy just unloading burst damage on him from a distance. Lots of damage onto Ganker right now. Literally at half health just from not even being able to touch Flaffy. Getting hit into a knockback trap for a second, but knocks him closer to Flaffy and is going for a little bit of dots, a little bit of Crucible, trying to turn the dot damage around playstyle against the Survival Hunter, Assassination Rogue, trying to let those dots work for him. Gonna be a Crucible defensively as Manning Better just coming out for Flaffy. Does land a freezing trap. Tricky coming out for Ganker, going for a stun to Flaffy. Trick is out of it immediately. And Ganker got a big trinket out of Flaffy. Kaz a blind if things ever go bad. He's looking to get himself a little bit of a reset and maybe get right back in there. Random traps are coming out for Flaffy. Looking to see if he might be able to get Ganker out of there. But he's not in a good spot. He needs to wait until he has any kind of healing. Many badges are coming out. Gonna be a throw knife, throw dagger for Ganker immediately. Just to disrupt that healing. Flaffy going for some cooldown, so he's gonna get the first stun though. Whoever gets the first stun is probably gonna win this duel as Ganker's low in health. Killer shot coming out onto Flaffy. Lots of damage. It looks like the rogue is gonna be able to take down the Survival Hunter. Does land a stun to follow, but that's not gonna be enough. And FaZe is gonna be up next, trying to see if he can just min-max the damage to the Ganker. Take him out before the rogue gets on his killing spree. Ganker get himself quite a bit of healing. He does also have Warlock Hellstones from his team, so that's quite fortunate. Dots are up on Ganker. My Dr. Dots is going to use a Crucible to keep him defensive up. FaZe could go and finish him off right now. Does he have the Spectral Sight? He probably does. Needs to get Ganker out. Does still get hit with a sap. How did that happen? That was such a quick move by Ganker. FaZe going for a Blade Storm is going to get another dot onto Ganker. He's going to go for another reset. He wants to come out, make sure he's clean. Stun onto Ganker for a second. Does he go down here? A couple of KO strikes and down he goes. Now it's going to be a duel with Mova getting another go against the enemy team Red. This man last time lagged pretty hard and had to go against a Windwalker Monk. But we'll see how he manages to deal with a Demon Hunter. Gonna be immediate Succubus CC. Mova trying to set himself a big chaos bolt in the open. Probably going to be a wombo combo stun. No, actually, FaZe getting not weird change for the wombo combo. It's going to be Infernal instead of a stun. It's actually going to be a big old Infernal. Went for a horror effect. Actually, FaZe is going to be able to get away from the Warlock. Line of sight for a little bit. Has the Infernal to deal with. He's probably just going to try to see if he can avoid Mova for as long as possible. Looks like Ganker bailed out. So we won't see how much damage he did that duel, because that was quite a lot versus the Survival Hunter. Gonna be a sphere onto FaZe as he does pop out Darkness. Did walk out of Darkness for a second. Mova getting interrupted. I think on Shadow gonna be able to get the scalable out, but FaZe bailing out of there immediately. Mova needs to lock him down in a conflict rate. I don't even know if Mova is running an auto talent where conflict grades do more damage, or root. I don't think he's even running that. Maybe you need to have immolate on him before you can get the root, but he's not getting those roots at all. Otherwise, you'd have much better control into FaZe, and FaZe is kind of just getting to waddle everywhere. Like, he's slowed, but he's getting to waddle literally everywhere. Horror Effect does nab him into an immolate, into Fear to follow. Does he land the Fear of FaZe? Looks like he's actually big enough where Mova's little pedestal thing wasn't enough of line of sight. Demon Hunters are just so huge. He wouldn't be able to hide behind the pillar, because I think a normal player would have actually had a line of sight there. Succubus easy to follow. Cataclysm off of that stun into a Caseball right now into FaZe. Does he get hit? He does eat into the face. Pretty blurring it though. Or he had a blur as he retreated. He had eventual retreat talent for blur. But now he has a real blur available too. Mova looking really healthy right now. 4 minutes in. Mova hasn't really been able to get a good setup onto FaZe. Hasn't been able to get a clean setup onto FaZe. And I see actually FaZe using the new essence. Dying Breath or something, right? I think it's a new one. But it has a unique animation. It's very like Smite. Like, it's very Smite-like animation, like the ability of Smite. Has this like line that goes from like top left down to the bottom right, like shoo. It's kind of cool. I wonder if that'll work for him, because he's not using himself Crucible. He's not using a healing essence. He's not using an essence that can be used for healing, which I think Crucible is still better. Especially if you stack a lot of versatility, because it scales well with versatility. Going to be Cataclysm onto FaZe around the corner as he's looking to get on top of Mova. Does he miss his kick just now? I think he might have missed a kick on a Fear. Won't be able to stop him. That's going to be freebie Fears from Mova, going for a little bit of a drain life. This is where Mova, I would think, would go for a full competitive burst setup. But he's just kind of waiting out, trying to play it slow. Does land a Succubus C onto Demon Hunter around the corner. Does send one come flag, which breaks it though. So Mova, I think, is kind of playing a little sloppy here. A little sloppy will play, but he's still hanging in there. Destruction Warlocks and whatnot. But he's got himself quite a bit of healing out of nowhere. I don't even know how that happened. That's going to be trying to get a Fear onto Mova. Does land the Fear. It's going to be short. Does try to resummon the Succubus. Was that the purpose of FaZe? FaZe did kill the Succubus. Mova is actually out in the open. All they can do is drop down Infernal. Shadow Fury onto FaZe. Goes for Succubus immediately just to continue a little bit extra CC and slows onto the Demon Hunter. And FaZe keeps poking out, hitting him with a Breath of the Dying, but he's doing quite a bit of damage. Although it would be doing more damage if Mova is 80% health or above, or 20% health close to execute. And it might be a really good essence down the line. Could get some huge bursts out of it. Caseball coming out from Mova right now. Trying to see if he can get some damage in the face. He does have a blur up and running. But it looks like both of these two, the Demon Hunter and the Warlock, are a little bit of a standstill right now. FaZe just doesn't go down at all. Every time he gets leech, he gets quite a bit of healing. Mova just cannot get a setup to finish off FaZe. And with Dampen, I really do think FaZe maybe has it. It's going to be a bit of an prison. Mova just has not been able to get a setup whatsoever. Maybe one day they'll be able to catch a break. For Arms, always enjoy a bit of Arms fighting. Yeah, for Arms, it's a little bit rough, isn't it? It's a little bit rough. I think I can kind of teleport in Rogue. Yeah, it's tough, man. That's tough. Mova trying to land a Shadow Fury. Is he going to be able to? No kicks are coming out for FaZe. Actually, FaZe is going to back out. Dude, I feel like FaZe is doing a good job of doing the hit and run strats, but he's just way too defensive. Like, he could really just commit some damage to Mova. Does get hit with Succubus CC. There's going to be a Horror Effect to follow. Has a trinket if things really go bad. Goes for a Shadow Melt. Stun to Mova. Maybe now FaZe can really unload some damage. Unleash the beast, the demon that is inside. Stun into FaZe. Getting him with a Chaos Bolt. Wasn't a power Chaos Bolt. Dropping down Darkness. So Mova is having to walk out of it. FaZe just tried to send in Darkness, cheese it for as much as possible. Caseball's trying to come out for Mova. All FaZe is to do is interrupt the single Caseball, trying to get an interrupt onto Mova. Could be a Caseball right here. No, not going for Caseball. It's soon, because since Mova doesn't have conflag roots, he was really struggling just keeping the Demon Hunter bait, trying to min-max it with his Caseball. Does he go for a stun? Shadow Fury would be the perfect time to do it. That'd be Caseball, Shadow Fury from a distance into a dot, into a conflag to root some more. Maybe another Caseball right after root again. Metamorphosis coming out for FaZe. Is Mova going to be able to somehow finally turn this around? Are they going to be able to? It looks like FaZe went for full Metamorphosis, but he's still playing super defensive. I don't understand. It looks like FaZe. I feel like this duel would have been over if only Mova had the right honor talent set and a bit more experience than Warlock. Or FaZe would have just stopped backing out as often as he does and just PvE down Mova. Might be able to take him down actually, as Mova is finally low on health. And down there goes. That was kind of like the longest duel of just like, like nobody was in threat the whole time. Basically, I feel like ended the duel years ago. But he played super safe. Slim Hardy is going to be up next. Does go for a death. Whoa, death pact already. I guess it took quite a bit of damage from FaZe, and look at FaZe's damage. He just obliterated through Slim Hardy, popping the IBF right now. Transfusions are following up for Slim as FaZe trying to see if he can bail his way out of this situation. Abomination is going to be on him right now. It's going to do quite a bit of damage. Just to stay away from it. In cap on to Slim Hardy for a second in prison. The Abomination does go down. FaZe needs to get into demon form immediately. Backing up, does get himself a blur for a second. IBM coming out, needs to recover back on health. The pets are not so running though. That could be quite a good cleave. And Slim Hardy is just cleaving right through FaZe. Looks like the Demon Hunter does go down. And Slim is going to get a root onto Fortune off the bat. Is going to empower his pet. Not a lot of health available for Slim Hardy. I think he's going to be going down. Fortune does take him out. And Vital going up next. Slim couldn't quite do it, man. Couldn't quite do it. That was just way too much damage out of FaZe. Like, FaZe had damage. He just wasn't willing to use it on the Warlock. I think he was trying to go for a longest duel possible. I was thinking for a second, I swapped to a wrong person. I swapped to Fortune and then swapped back to the arena. I thought it swapped me to Jiro, but it was Fortune actually just porting out of there. It's going to go for a full range setup. Just going to go as far as he can and try to see if he can just outrange the Warlock as best as possible. Vital got himself quite some damage. Chaosbot's coming out while Dark Cell's ability is up. Instant Karma coming out for Fortune as he's trying to get offensive with Vital. Trinket coming out for Vital, does get interrupted on the fear. Could be Chaosbot's out of Vital right now. He's going to get an Immolate onto Fortune. Hitting him with a horror effect. And Fortune is out of a Trinket for quite a bit of time. He's going to go for a Diffuse Magic. He's just popping every defensive available. Is that a good idea? The defensives are on a short cooldown, so the earlier you use Karma, the better. I guess he knows that he does have the mobility to get out of a bad situation if things go really, really poorly. He is stuck over there with the Infernal. Looks like he's going to actually be able to get away from the Infernal for a second. Vital does have the root, as you can see. So it looks like Nova just didn't have a root at all. It's going to be a touch of death onto Vital. Does go for a fear onto Fortune. He does pre-wall his damage. Chaosbot is still going to be beefed up, and Fortune going to take a lot of damage. Fist of Fury to follow. Vital still has wall up and running. Maybe another Chaosbot. Does he land it? I don't think he was able to land it. Fortune trying to bail out to the other side of the pillar. Going to be drain life for Vital to catch a little bit of that healing. A 34% dampening. I just trying to see if he can recover against Fortune. Fortune going for full Vivify spam heal. As the Succubus is over there. Could hit him with a Succubus Seduction any moment. Going to be first aid actually for Vital. Good thing he has it. Since he's trying to make sure he can tussle up with Fortune. Who's going for those Vivifies? No tank chicken available. Doesn't create any extra healing. Fortune having to play a little bit carefully. Does get interrupted onto the Succubus CC. So Fortune actually has no interrupt right now. Vital could get on top of him. The next Succubus CC comes out. He won't be able to stop it. Incap onto the Succubus. Horror effect onto Fortune. Fear coming out right after. No gonna hit with Alexia. Both the Pet and the Warlock are in leg swap. Fist of Fury coming out for Fortune. Is going to have himself a kick available. Is going to get a boop onto Vital. Get some freebie damage rolling into him actually. Going to be Vital. Try to cast a Chaosbolt. Interrupts himself on the second in order to make sure the Fortune does not get interrupted. Fear onto Fortune in case he goes for a kick. Another Chaosbolt into Fortune. He does have some Diffuse Magic. Karma also available, so Vital better be aware of the situation. Karma could be coming out of him any moment. Fist of Fury surrounding Vital as he's surrounded by images. Actually does go down. Fortune just trying to stay as offensive as humanly possible. With Cracker going up next. What was that? Oh my god. What was that disarm, dude? Stormbolt was already midair. Stormbolt has a travel time, so Fortune was able to disarm Cracker's opener. That is so unfortunate, dude. Fortune super low in health. Does have Karma, though. Cracker, if he goes for offensive, and Fortune can just turn around all the Karma damage back into Cracker, that'd be perfect. Is going to use Ring of Peace in order to catch a bunch of Vilify. He's going to be low on energy. Try to stay away from Cracker. Doing a decent job of it, though. Cracker actually thinking he just might as well mount up. Fortune catches him with a leg sweep with a Whirling Dragon Punch right after. And Cracker is actually going to be stuck, just having to deal with the Zwed. I think he went for a Crucible Flame defensive. Just to get himself a little bit of healing. Fortune popping in wall, just trying to get himself more resources to deal with. Cracker is going to trick it out of that Stormbolt into a disarm. Cracker going for a trinket actually. Could be a Karma out of Fortune. It is going to be a Karma. He does go for a fear. Needs to wait out Fortune. Looks like there's some kind of dot that breaks Fortune. Is going to increase his own health for the touch of death. Cracker needs to be aware there's going to be huge touch of death. Might have to go for enraged regeneration. Does go for it to try to defensive up. That touch of death damage. He does do it. And try to get a charge to Fortune. And Fortune does go for a big port. Cracker turning around on images at the last moment, trying to get some bloodthirst off of those. But a 48% dampening. Not a lot he could do. Blade storming through the Ring of Peace. And that's going to be Fortune with Diffuse Magic against Cracker. Get any magical abilities, but the man himself is magic. That's the problem. Huge roll and dragon kick out of Fortune, bailing away from Cracker. Cracker kind of just stuck out in the open. Not a lot of mobility left to catch up to Fortune. Not going for a double charge playstyle. Getting hit with the disarm a little bit early. That could be good. Next Stormbolt for Cracker. If he has any cooldowns available with it, it's going to be perfect to deal with Fortune, but not a lot of health really left. He's going to have to Stormbolt that Fist of Fury. Going for Commanding Shout immediately with Berserker's Rage. He's actually going for full handle right now. Reckless is up and running. Does he have a leap to follow? Crucible right after throwing his weapon. Might have to leap around the corner. Cracker does not have a lot of health. Nothing left in the tank right now. The Commanding Shout is done. He's having to go for Crucible defensive right here. And Fortune's actually going to go for full Vivify spam. Cracker is going to be forced to push up right now onto Fortune. Because otherwise, Fortune is going to heal the whole time. Cracker has to get in there. Because Fortune is going to poke out. He has enough health. Stormbolt onto Fortune. Cracker is going to get a charge, heal as best as he can. They're going to be pre-wall for Fortune right now. Has Karma. And he's just loaded up with defensive. He does not have a chance to lose at this point. Cracker does go down, I guess, with a Crucible Flame dot rolling up on him. And down they go. Very well played, everybody. Very well played. I was still just so frustrated with that Warlock and that Demon Hunter duel, though. I was just like, what's going on? Where's the conflag, right? It's just like, I don't know what. It felt like the Warlock kind of he had the gusto to want to duel, but he wasn't really prepared. So I'm just like, come on, you can do it. Never got close enough. And then Demon Hunter, like, he had burst. He almost melted through the Death Knight, Slim Hardy. He almost melted through him. But he just wasn't willing to use any of that damage, any of that burst onto the Warlock. So just like, it felt like he was playing with his food, you know what I mean? And I don't like that, dude. It's like, if you know you can beat a guy, just don't play with him. Just finish him. So you can move on to the next one, yeah? Alrighty, boys. Let's get another one going. We got ourselves Jack, full team ready. MML got a full group. Let's get MML and Jack in here, yeah? EU 102, 3. Here we go. Here we go. Invite, spectator, match, Jack, and MML 5. Here we go. Oh, wait, put some MM100 in the group. Yo, let's get an MM100 if anybody knows one, dude. Anybody get Mata, so if you have a Mata in real ID, yeah? And you have pretty cute. Oh shit, Amata, what's up? We were just talking about you. Yeah, if you want to join any of the groups, man. Night Raven got a group. Yo, Night Raven, want to get him in? Deadly Feet, you want to get him in? I haven't played this major in a while until today, so I won't be going. Oh, it's okay, man. It's up to you. Again, forget to the list. It's okay. I got you. Jack and MML. I'm going to keep queuing you guys in groups. I'm going to keep spam queuing you. Just keep pressing accept. It's bugged, okay? Actually, MM is top DPS. So, in right hand. I mean, we'll see, dude. Yeah, if we get a MM100 that knows what's up. To show us that everybody been wrong. I'm okay with it. I'm not against it. Just they're not that good on duels. Like in BGs, one thing. Duels, that's another. You know what I mean? Okay. Someone get down, friends in the group, a Q&A. Yeah, Matt, so if you want to queue your own group, man, you're more than welcome to as well. If you want to add me, Dalaran hashtag 1340. Add me if you want to make a group. I want to get a one-shot Destro, what I can do. Wait, Purple, that's you? Dude, he's not one-shotting you. What are you talking about? He doesn't even have conflag root. I felt like you didn't have to play that safely. It's just like, it felt like it's too much. Go again? Okay, I'll keep queuing. I'll keep queuing. It'll work eventually, boys. The queues will work eventually. Now. Now. There we go. Have no idea how it fixed itself, but it worked. Have no idea. No clue. No clue. I played vanilla, and when I came back to live, I really feel like much more content is on live, so I was so blinded. What, you know that classic? Man, you play what you like, you know what I mean? That's what I say. Alrighty, boys, switch. What do we got in here? We got Asshole Man coming back. The big red paladin, man. I like that mog, by the way. It's so kind of evil. I always called it like the bucket head mog because the helmet looked like a bucket. But honestly, I kind of don't mind it because it has a cross. It's like a paladin thing, sort of. Like an evil paladin. Evil Knievel. We also got ourselves Carry in the back. We got Raven playing, I think, Assassination. Ruben as Unholy. And we got ourselves Star Moon playing up that Balance Druid, actually. Interesting choice. Versus Trixie's. Oh, whoa. It's a Fury Warrior with full Goblin Heritage Armor setup. with the name Trixie's. Let's go. We got ourselves Sheep, me, Bunny. We got ourselves Pelcher, MML Prox, and Lala playing out as the Shadow Priest. Good luck and have fun, everybody. Looks like Trixie's is the Fury Warriors going up first. Actually got himself the mount with that's perfect for goblins too, dude. The mecha bike. That's so perfect. It's going to be versus Ruben playing up that Unholy. What kind of Unholy are we going to see? And actually, it looks like the Unholy they're just running away from Trixie's off the bat. He is still playing Underrot Trinket. So this man is still trying to make the Underrot work, even though it's nerfed to the ground. All the top boys in these duels don't even play it anymore. Going to be a short stun onto Trixie's by the Peta's Army of the Dead is attacking him. Trixie's though, trying to see if he can survive, is going to go for a little bit of that enrage regeneration. Get as much healing as possible from Ruben. It looks like it's going to be quite a lot. It looks like it's going to be Ruben's pets. He's playing a full pet playstyle, still running the Rock Boy, even though that thing has been nerfed a little bit with this brand new patch. Going to be a bit of a charge for Trixie's as it's going to continue to put pressure into Ruben. Trinket coming out of Trixie's out of Strangulate. And it doesn't look like anyone really pushing more damage. Right now, I think it looks like it's going to be more of a defensive play for both of them. Stun onto Ruben. Is that going to be going him low on health? Still has that Guardian of Azeroth slapping Trixie's for freebie damage. It's going to be Trixie's trying to see bail out of there. Trying to maximize transfusion. Going to land a group onto Trixie's. But it looks like Ruben is also trying to play as defensive as possible. Just like the Frost DK from last duel. And Trixie's got himself some cooldowns. I don't even know what kind of traits you go. Also Underrot Trinket. Okay. Nerfed Underrot Trinkets for both of them. They're both running Underrot Trinket. This one, normally both of them will be able to do a lot of damage, but now they're having to play very defensive. Looks like it's going to be IBF for Ruben as he gets hit with a Stormbolt. He's going to go for a little bit of death back right now. Trixie's doesn't have any more defenses to really work with here. Commanding Shot might be enough to hold him off for a little bit, but as he's surrounded with the Army of the Dead, trying to use the Goblin Jump to get out of that situation, getting gripped on top of by Ruben. Necrotic start to stack up on Trixie's. Ruben doesn't have Death Pact anymore. Trixie's, if you can somehow come back from this duel, somehow come back from the dead, you might be able to still hold on. Got himself a lot more setup. Needs to go for a Commanding Shot right now. Not a lot of health really left. Does get a stun into Ruben. Is he going to go offensive? Just trying to get away from Ruben. Never mind following up with a charge to follow. Ruben landing a couple of those Death Strikes back to back. Commanding Shot coming out for Trixie's. And a save ticket for Ruben. So Ruben is out of all defensives. Trixie's completely out of all defenses. If he can survive somehow until the regeneration, but looks like he might just go down right before that comes up. Ruben taking him out. Chicken back up for Ruben. Does have the AMS to go up against Sheep, me, Bunny, who is playing up that Fire Mage. It looks like Ruben doesn't really want to go behind the pillar. Those Pyroblasts are going to force him behind there. The Meteor did not quite catch him. And Sheepy Bunny got himself a Ring of Frost. I don't think Ruben is going to walk into it. Got himself AMS rolling. He's going to go for a couple of Death Strikes, just trying to re-heal through this. Sheepy Bunny lagging pretty badly. Going to be a grip by Ruben. Stun to follow. Transfusion afterwards. Actually missing the Dragon Breath for Ruben. This is a perfect opportunity to get quite a lot of healing. Going to be massive combustion out of Sheepy Bunny. Perfect opportunity for him to end Ruben right now, but Deathstrix is still too strong right now. Ruben is keeping himself afloat. This man is not going to go down without a fight. Sheepy Bunny got himself full lucid setup going. That's going to be as much damage as he got. Ruben still somehow surviving. Maledict, I think, rolling into Ruben. And Sheepy Bunny going to go for a little bit of that Ice Block playstyle. Not going to let Ruben have any kind of healing. Did not go for a breath. Has Fireball. Combustion, although he doesn't. Oh, I was going to say Scorches maybe. Maybe Scorches he needs. It's going to get a Ring of Frost as Atham is trying to get to him. Trying to see if he can use that Ring of Frost to keep Atham at bay. But he's going to be able to get in there. Dip his toe near the Ring of Frost. But not going to go down quite without a fight like that. Problem for Atham, he does not play Adaptation apparently. Atham changing up his playstyle. No adaptation. Trying to see if he can just take down Sheepy Bunny. And he's going to hit him with the Sword of Justice. Lala taking advantage of the situation where Athaman's position is at. Is going to try to punish him with all the damage. Does land a Siphon trying to nuke down Athaman's ability to heal. He's still going to be able to get quite a bit of healing without high dampening. That Siphon is only going to do so much. He does do a bit of damage. That's going to be great of fate for La. Could go for a setup with CC Fear onto Athel. He does not go for adaptation by the looks of it. He didn't check it out of a polymorph. Is he relentless nowadays? Is he relentless with the human race? He might just be. Huge damage on the Athel out of nowhere. What is La under the guy? Maledict and everything trying to go for an execute. La Athaman might just hit a bubble. This what just happened? La trying to go for a setup to Atham. Massive spell to follow. He's trying to go for a heal. Does he have any CC left? Oh my god. Mind control coming out onto Atham. Dots is still rolling on him. He's just putting himself next to La. That wasn't put him away from any kind of pillars. Atham is gonna get him with a stun. Trick inside of a human racial trying to get a slow into La. Siphon I think hits him. Siphon does hit him. Still doing damage. damage to the guy. He's actually super low. La trying to waddle over there, but the hand of hindrance is going to keep him solid. What was a burst out of nowhere by La, though? What was that? Was that a huge haste versatility build? It's going to be great if Aegis to get next to Atha. Try to see if he can get some dots on the guy. I think Atha tried to go for an interrupt. Not going to happen. No, he's not playing the Crucible, actually. He's not playing Crucible Flame. He's playing the new S, and stun by Atha. Could go for some damage. Going to go for Flash of Light. La, does he have any more damage available? He's going to go for some Shadow Mends. Could turn around damage around onto Atha. Nope. Atha's going to bail out of that. Is there dots onto Atha right now? I don't think he even has dots on the guy. Yeah, VT trying to make a way. Going to be hand of hindrance onto La again. Stun into Atha. VT coming out. Does La go for a big setup right now? It's going to be Void Eruption. Maybe some silence. Atha is taking quite a bit of damage right here. Whoa! It's going to go for a little bit of a... I don't even know what kind of a setup he's going to go with his Azure Beam. It's going to be Siphon right now onto Atha. La trying to see if he can min-max the damage right now. Atha needs to kill the Siphon. Does get to kill it. Trying to go for Flash of Light. La does have himself in Siphon. Going to be a stun onto La right now. Does not have a way out of it. Atha still has wings coursing through his veins. Huge damage coming out. La is going to Greater Fate out of there. Trying to see if he can maybe get a heal. I think that might have been a Rebuke out of Atha. Trying not to get Rebuke coming out by Atha. That's going to be La. Trying to see if he can survive. Bob coming out. Not a lot he can really do against the Bob. Actually, Bob is not going to protect him at all. Does go for Dispel. I don't know if he needed to. And those dots are still just melting the guy. A lot just needs to get in there and do enough damage. Trying to go for Vampiric Eruption. Needs to get this Executes in there. Trying to see if he can get on top of Atha. Does get him with stun. Not going to sit down for long. Siphon to follow with the Fear right after. Siphon actually doing quite a bit of damage. Shield Avenges for Atha. Trying to see if he can survive this damage of a Shadow Piece. Mind Control trying to come out for La. Looks like it's not going to happen. Mally rolling into Atha. He's going to try to see if he can reduce his healing. Going to be Mind Control into Atha. Needs to put him out in the open where he cannot go next to Pillar. Stun to La. He does trick it out of it. Immediately, Athaman's Shield Avenges does pop. Greater Fate coming out for La. Trying not to get interrupted on his cast. Athaman cannot do any damage. Mind Control to follow onto Atha right after. Does La have any more CC to follow? Does he have any more damage? Atha might just be able to eliminate him right now. Does go for elimination as the Executes coming out for the Shadow Face. Atha can somehow hang in there for now. I cannot believe it. How is Atha still alive right now? Is it going to be Pelcher next? It is Pelcher playing up the Boomkin. Got a couple of those corruptions. Those corruptions are showing. And it comes with the Vapera mount as well. We'll see if it works out for Pelcher at all. Now, is that Star? Is that Pelcher with the corruption that just got nerfed, Infinite Stars? Or is that just a Boomkin thing for him? I guess we'll never know. I guess we'll just never know. Huge stun coming out into Pelcher. He's not looking for a Barkskin. He's popping a bear. Now Barkskin and Thorns are coming out, and Ratha is looking to bail out of that immediately. Pelcher might just want to go for self-healing right now. 7 minutes in, almost 8 minutes. We are at 17% dampening. Pelcher looking to just sneak his way away from Atha. I don't know, is that Infinite Star? Or is that just a normal star like a Boomkin talent or something? I have no idea. Root onto Atha. Pelcher actually got him in quite a good position. Might be able to get some freebie damage on him. Is going to go for Solo Wrath and a Lunar Flare. Going to be wings up for Atha right now. Is that a full wings? Pelcher should be aware. Try to see if he can just cat his way out of the power shifting out of the slows. And just looking to line aside and get away from Atha's damage. Atha ponying up. Pelcher trying to go into overdrive. Trying to go for some speed. Bash into Atha. After that trinket, Atha breaking out of the stump pretty easily. There's going to be Incarnation available for Pelcher. Does Atha have a bubble? He does not. Could go down on him right now. Oh my god. Pelcher taking out Atha as a balance druid. And it looks like it's going to be Star Moon up next is another Boomy druid. Is Boomy all of a sudden good, or does this Pelcher have himself quite a good situation there? Gonna be Star Moon trying to go for even more damage onto Pelcher. He's gonna actually get him into root, into silence, power shifting out of it. Just Star Moon to Star Moon. Not like it's gonna do a lot for him. It's gonna be a short silence onto Star Moon. I think on nature damage. Pelcher barely in health. Solo Rest coming out. Ooh, the Star start to follow by Star Moon. Prox up next on Team Blue. The last man standing. Star Moon trying to trick it out of it immediately. Gonna be Barkskin as soon as he can, but doesn't have a lot of health to work for. Does a renewal, but I guess a feral with this much damage going on, I don't know if he can really do much. Does go for renewal, not a lot of health that it gives him. Trying to go for Soul Wrath at Prox, but he's gonna just have to run away from the guy. Prox trying to min-max the damage right here, just trying to end his balance rate. He doesn't want to go down without a fight. Stun to Star, and I think down they go. Prox, last man standing on Team Blue. Raven moseying his way over to Prox. Should be able to get himself a full setup. Looks like that is going to be a Assassination Rogue trying to get all the bleeds up and running with the Crucible and everything. Toxic Blade to follow. It's going to be Thorns for Prox for a second. Does also wall it. Try to stay on top of Raven as best as possible to try to min-max the damage. Raven just looking to get away from Prox. Doesn't want to hurt him while Thorns are up and running. Prox is going to punish him for not wanting to get offensive at all. And Raven is going to have some bleeds on him. If Proxy just caught him around for a little bit until Raven's health is super low, he might be able to reset. Actually, Proxy even caught himself a full reset since Raven did not continue to refresh the dots and the poisons and the bleeds or anything. So Raven now is going to be out in the open. Proxy can open on him any moment, just trying to stay away from the Phantom Knives. Raven has a trinket. If Proxy just like very, very slowly cook Raven like frogs in warm water, and I think Raven is done. He actually should have triggered way earlier. Now he's done. His health got too low. He should have triggered immediately on that stun. Popped an invasion and been done. But it looks like Prox was able to take him out. It looks like Carry, a lone wanderer. Now it's his duty to take down the beast. It's going to be the Witcher. Prox is the beast. But yeah, no, seriously. That's actually a pretty good plan for Prox there against Raven. You know, the whole like if you put Progs in bowl and water, they'll jump out. But if you keep increasing, it's actually apparently that's wrong. Apparently that theory is actually wrong, and it doesn't always work. But that's basically what Progs did. He was basically trying to increase the pressure, trying to do just a little damage where Raven doesn't feel like, oh, I need to trinket. And then he just melted. And then at a point, even if he did trinket, it didn't matter because the dots are already there. Even if you did pop evasion, the dots are already there. There's nothing you can do, right? So it's better to just stay offensive and just pop a defensive early, pop a trinket early, pop an evasion early. Don't even let these bleeds hit you. But it looks like Prox is playing for a big bleed build too. Carry got himself in Rage Regeneration, trying to go for healing. Blaster coming down. Let's see if a leap and charge to follow for Prox. He does not. He's going to have to just wait out with those dots while in Rage Regeneration. Only has a defensive playstyle. Huge Crucible coming out for Prox. What is that BM Crucible right now? Carry can maybe get a charge onto Prox. Not looking like it's going to be good. Duster Reflect available for those Thorns. Is going to get a charge off of those Thorns. Bashes the Carry. Doesn't have a way out of it. Bite coming out by Prox. Does he have enough damage? Gone for a Moonfire. Looks like just to get a root onto Carry. Just let the dots really melt if he does have a Commanding Shout. But I think it's done, man. As soon as Carry's Commanding Shout is over. Like, that's it. Prox just sleeping around on top of it. Carry's going to get himself a little bit of healing off it. But Prox has full health, has wall, has trinket, has everything. Carry trying to go for a little bit of charge heal. 42% dampening though, not a lot of healing that could be gotten. Prox just refreshing his dots, walling this a little bit early in case bite onto Carry, and down he goes. Prox took him out, man. Prox finished it. Actually, just about everybody gonna play. Prox got 3 kills somehow? Weird. I like the Red Paladin versus Shadow Priest duel though. I have no idea what the Shadow Priest was doing, but somehow he was able to get an upper hand off of Atho. And that was fun to watch, dude. That was actually super fun. I'm back 3 out of 5. Perfect, Lucio. Gotcha, my dude. I get you going, yeah? Alrighty, boys. Who is ready? Who wants to play? Looks like Nerf Lucio got a good 3 out of 5. Night Raven got a group. Laska got a group. I don't want to queue with Night Raven and Laska against one another again. They've just been queuing against each other for too much, man. I want them to see some variety. So, Alex, Jack, MML, next time you guys get a group up and running, or if Nerf Lucio fills out his group, we'll be good to go. Nerf Lucio, I Horde Alliance. By the way, if you guys want to join any of the duels, help the boys fill out the groups. 4 out of 5, beautiful. Get in up there. Go to Play versus Finder, or go open up Group Finder, Play versus Player tab, pre-made group. Click the button on Custom PvP, find a group, hit 5, enter, find a 5V5 1v1 group up and running. That's all they'll be called. If you don't see one, however, you can always just go and start a group called something like 5V5 1v1 Duels. And down you go. What is this? Only visible to friends and guildmates and people in a group? Oh shit! You can make groups private now? That's a nice new thing. What the hell? That's new. But yeah, you can just list it. 5V5 get everybody in there. Once you got 4 people, add me on Real ID and you're good to go. All classes are good, not gonna lie. Yeah, right now all classes are good. There's always a spec that's the best for that class, but right now every class is good, essentially. You don't like it, man? The warrior should win every time? Come on, dude. It's a feral druid. Bleeds are huge. Plus, no tank trinkets anymore. But I think a good class specs for duels. All classes are good play, man. But some of the specs that are the best, I'd say like feral druid, windwalker monk, red pally is really good. Demon hunter is also really good. Unholy DK is actually good. Fire mages are insane. Arcane mages are insane. Destruction warlocks are insane. Demonology warlock can be insane. Survival hunters are insanely good. Beastmaster hunters can be good. I think outrogues with the healing, they can be really good. Sub rogues with the one shots can be really good. My group got a very nice gesture. MML, I'll get you in right in a second. Let's get Laska in here. Let us one more against guys we lost. Laska wants to go against Night Raven? Really? You want to go again? I want to get you guys against a variety, man. Let's get Laska and Nerf Lucio, man. Let's get Nerf Lucio. We have a mem and survival hunters. Wait, did Nerf Lucio get Matasa? Did Nerf Lucio get Matasa? I don't know how to say his name. Is it Matisa? Matty? Matt? Can I call him Matty? Matt? Matt? Hey, what's up, Kareem? How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one, my dude. Is anyone what's up, dude? Yes, it is EU right now, boys. Rimuru is here. Ajax TV. And Mata. So, there we go. There we go. Switch. We got Team Russia, and we're gonna introduce him real quick. Vital as a Destruction Warlock, Undead Destruction. Oh, I like that mug actually. It looks so good. Why does that look so good? I mean, it's not perfect colors, but I like it either way. We got also Kragar making rounds as a big old Fury Warrior. God, man. We got also, how do I say your name? Layup? Is it layup like a basketball, like a basketball layup, right? Is that what it is? I'm gonna call him layup, dude. L-A-E-up, layup, right? Layup. Yeah, layup, like a basketball thing. Mova, and we got Proc versus Team Red. We got ourselves Ajax TV as Travel Hunter. Christina QT. Or Christina. Let's call it Christina. I'm so used to calling you Christina. As back in the Feral Mata, so as a marksman hunter. We got ourselves Rimuru going up first as a Fury Warrior, and Bin Laden as I think sub-rogue. We got a Rimuru going up versus Kragar. Stormbolt coming out for Rimuru. Seeing if he's able to get himself some big setup onto Kragar in the opener. Is he going to be able to set anything up? Double disarm coming out for both of them. Kragar is still running Stormbolt himself as well. Rimuru is still running that underrun chicken, but that thing got nerfed. As you can see, the amount of healing he's getting is very, very little. He has to play very defensive. Looks like Kragar's got a blink all over the place. Might be a little bit distorted for Rimuru. Stormbolt coming out. Rimuru trick inside of it immediately. Is he playing Mechanome? Wait, you're a Mechanome! Oh my god, he also has a racial. So he has a racial for extra images. And he has a racial when he gets low on health, he gets a heal. So actually, that's so good for Rimuru. Got himself a Crucible right now. I want to see what you look like. Are you a boy Mechanome or a girl Mechanome? It looks like a boy. Hard to tell, dude. Some of the haircuts they got are very similar. Oh, Rimuru got himself huge reset with a massive enraged regeneration healing. But can he stand up to Kragar? As Kragar is still staying as offensive as possible. Rimuru's health keeps dipping down little by little. He needs to be aware of this. So, the Mechanome racial, where you drop below, I think, like 30% health or 40%, you get yourself 20% of your health back. But that has a 2.5 minute cooldown. So we don't know if that has been used. We're pretty sure it has been, racial has been used by now. But the cooldown for it, we're not sure. But that's going to be quite huge in the duels. I always thought the Mechanomes might be huge for PvP. Because when you're getting bursted by a rogue, you always will have that heal for free. That's like a safety trinket, dude. That's like a safeguard. For free as a racial. Also, Rimuru has, amongst other racials, he has images that he can summon. So it's like minions that can attack. Honestly, he should be using those against Kragar unless Kragar killed him already. Stormbolt coming down to Rimuru. Might be going down here. Kragar looking to get himself a setup right now. He's going to get a hit with a Stormbolt himself. Rimuru needs to go for a little bit of extra healing. Trying to go for Rampage. Might be going down here. Kragar might just have him here. And Kragar does take him out. It is a boy. Look at that mustache, dude. Look at that down stash right there. Kragar having to go versus Christina up next. But amongst other racials for Mechanomes, we also have images, which I don't know if he used them or not. We have a stack in strength, intellect, or agility buff, which isn't super insane. They nerfed it quite a bit. And you also got a pinky that you can use to lockpick things. So you don't need rogues. Told the Gore is so much easier with a Mechanome now. You don't need a rogue anymore. It's so good. You can open everything up as a Mechanome. Also, you have another racial where your body, you can use that as a blacksmithing, cooking. So basically, any profession you do out in the field, you basically are your own like profession table of any kind. You know what I mean? Anyway, Christina, back to their duel versus Kragar. Christina not looking at all the health. You get in the stone to Kragar with a route to follow. Looking to play the bleed build. Realizing that you actually cannot stand toe-to-toe with a Fury Warrior. Stormbolt coming on to Christina. As Kragar is still playing very defensive on his playstyle. Not going for a full setup. Walk coming up for Christina. Does not have a renewal anymore. Bash into Kragar. I think he needs to go for more bleed and root playstyle. Needs to go for a bit more kites if you're just not able to put the pressure into the warrior anymore, dude. You can't just sit there with a take trinket anymore and just blast damage into the warrior. You have to play a little bit more defensive. Swiftman coming out right now. Stun into Kragar. He's just going to continue trucking along. DR completely Christina. Not looking that good. Reflect could be good right now for Kragar. He's looking to get a Stormbolt with Crucibles into Christina. He's going to get a charge heal off Christina. Not going offensive. Disarm into Christina. And down goes the Feral Druid. Kragar 2 for 2. Aim shot trying to come out for Matza. So that could be huge damage on the Kragar in the opener. It does force out his safety trinket immediately. Ping. This is going to be scatter shot with a rapid fire to Cracker. Oh, he might go down here. He's using his own heal trinket, his own health increase trinket, and commanding shot at the same time to increase his own health. Eventually, that health is going to be gone, however. Aim shot coming out from Matisa as he got himself huge setup with a little bit of damage. Stormbolt coming out. He chicken setup immediately. Maledict onto Cracker. He doesn't have a reflect for this. And this is where Matisa just trying to min-max his damage to the Cracker, trying to keep him on a run. It looks like the trinkets and the commanding shots are dissipating. Fear onto Matt as soon as he gets around the corner. Going to be charged for Cracker. Still holding on to his enraged regeneration if things go bad. Still has a trinket as well. Rapid fire coming out for Matisa. Cracker might have to go for enraged regeneration. If he's continuing to slow it, he might not be able to do much against Cracker. Matisa is playing the new essence and trying to do the most amount of damage to Cracker. Right now, steady shot coming out. He's going to get hit with a Stormbolt. Cracker is trying to min-max his own self-healing as best as he can. Try not to use enraged regeneration that early. Charging a Matt. He doesn't have a way out of it. He does actually, I think, go for he might. I was about to suggest might have to go for a pet in order to give himself a defensive, or maybe get himself a little bit of that Master's Call. Trinket coming out for Cracker. Was going to be a free charge trap by Matisa. He does go for a big rapid fire to Cracker. He's going for that Crucible self heals as best as possible. Steady shots are coming out from Matisa into a disarm. Actually, the Hunter locked out for a little bit. Cracker is able to get a couple auto attacks onto Matisa. He does go for a Shadow Move for a second. Is going to get hit with a Stormbolt. Nothing left really. He might have to turtle shell out of this as Cracker just trying to take advantage of the situation. Cracker playing this super carefully. I guess the Hunter forced the Hunter's pet right now in order to get himself a little bit of a pet sack. For Cracker, this is perfect. He has always a target to hit. I mean, it's either the pet or the Hunter is continuing to keep him well with the slow. That's going to be a little bit of a scatter shot. Is Mattis going to go for a camera right now? I think he did. Yes, he did. That might be actually Cracker might have to go for the eyes immediately. Oh, Mattis walked right next to Cracker, though. He might not be able to get far enough. Cracker, does he see the pet? Does he see the Hunter? He has him targeted. He knows where he's at. Stormbolt immediately into a Blaze Storm in case there's going to be a trap right now. So it's going to be a massive rampage to follow. Madison got some cooldowns up already. Charge heal coming out by Cracker. Madison trying to knock him back. Barely any health left. He has himself, rapid fire ready. But he does go down. Double tap rapid fire does not go through. Cracker just surviving through everybody. No healing trinkets, no chain trinkets needed. He got himself a safeguard trinket and a health increase trinket, dude. He's playing by the rules of the game now, right? Playing by the rules, boys. Gonna be a Bin Laden with a big blood of the enemy opener. Cracker's still landing a big bloodthirst either way. Onto Cracker. Onto Bin Laden does go for a disarm to follow Bin Laden's blood of the enemy burst. Doesn't really go through. Cracker needs to give himself some big damage. Actually focusing up defensively. Then following up with damage. Letting the globals really kind of lock him out. Gonna get a fear onto Bin Laden. His evasion comes out. And it's gonna try to get a bloodthirst heal. Trying to keep Bin Laden slowed as best as possible. Just trying not to let the rogue get any advantage here. Gonna be a kidney shot by Bin Laden. Since Cracker is an org, he's gonna sit those stones a lot less though. Cheap shot to follow right after. It's gonna mark for that evasion, mark for that eviscerate right after maybe. Bin Laden look like he's just gonna wait. Nope. It's stunned. Left. Okay. He just left. He just bailed. I guess he was like, you know what? I have no cooldowns anymore. I don't know if I can win. Maybe something Cracker is using that made him leave. I guess maybe not. Maybe that's all he's bursting. He was like, I can't do anything. I'm done. Evasion used a little bit early. Cracker just outplayed maybe? I don't know. We have no idea why he left. But that goes to Cracker either way. Mally rolling up onto Cracker. Freezing Trap coming out onto the warrior. He does get to break out of it. It's going to be charges to AIX. Trying to get the hell out of there, man. He tried to see if he can get himself a little bit of a disengage, but that was a charge by Cracker. Get him super low. Cracker's still alive. 7 minutes in. Going to be a bit of a manic advantage for Ajax. Hopefully has a trap right under him to get Cracker stopped. It's going to be Stormbolt. Does not have a trap ready. Cracker, I think, is going for a little bit of offensive damage here, just increasing his own health, just as he can stay in there and cop it for as long as possible. Save chicken procking out. Cracker should be aware of his own health. Is going to go for a Blaze Storm in case there's more traps coming out. Ajax does have a trap right next to him, trying to walk Cracker into it. It's going to be only a charge trap. Cracker does go for a bit of a defensive, using the pet for healing as much as possible, and needs just to get an execute onto Ajax. Ajax is going to get himself a little bit of mobility, but he doesn't have any health, dude. Next Crucible could be the end. Ooh, freezing trap, summon Cracker for a second. Stormbolt down he goes. Cracker taking everybody out. Look at the mean muscle machine. He is the machine, dude. He got 4 kills, but you know what we counted. How does he heal so much? I don't understand. I think he just plays super defensively, dude. Full versatility, very defensive. That's what it must be, dude. That's what it must be. Oh my goodness, boys. Dal tag, hashtag 134. Dalaran, hashtag 1340, like in chat. Yeah. Alright, boys, let's get another going. Didn't know that Untrick could have nerf. 30%. That Untrick could get nerfed by 30%. That one is, it goes like 50% nerfs, 40% nerfs, and 30%. And that one got hit by 30%. Apparently that's enough, right? Apparently that's enough where nobody uses anymore, dude. Alrighty, we got ourselves Night Raven. We're ready for more stronger guys, please Laska. We'll get you in after the next one, alright man? Let me get MML and Night Raven here. Just so they can get a chance at each other, right? So Night Raven can actually get some variety and his team can get some variety of people to play with. We'll get Laska next, dude. Laska still needs to go. I know only one of you guys got to play, but I do need to let other people play as well. And we'll wait for another group to form up while we're at it, yeah? Already done, perfect, Zully. You gotta, after this duel, let me know. We got the boy. Wait. Ladies and gentlemen, switch. Ladies and gentlemen, the boy, the man himself, the man of the hour, Darthley is back out of nowhere, out of the grave. The Shadow Priest, a literal god. The only Shadow Priest. I think this duel has been here like a gladiator like multiple times over and obliterates people. With a very unconventional playstyle, last remember. We got also La on that team. We got Prox as a Feral. Pricey coming back. Oh, I love his playstyles of a proc-based just a Warlock, dude. It's so fun to watch just how much damage you got in Pelter versus Team Red. And they got some boys in here. We got Kenny as Arcane. We got Flaffadak as a Survival. Fortune as a Windwalker. FaZe as Unholy Death Knight. And Vert EXE as a Feral. Good luck and have fun, everybody. Ferals be out of form, Stealthies be out of stealth, unless you are dueling. You can share a Mage buff, you can share the Priest buff, you can share Warlock Hellstones. Every other buff, keep them to yourselves. And it looks like it's going to be Darthley up first versus Flaffaduck. Shadowpriest versus Survival Hunter. That's going to be a very interesting one. This is Darthley, dude, versus Flaffaduck, who's apparently a gladiator survival hunter. Darthley already got some cooldowns rolling. He's actually already in void form, just I guess building up the void form damage from the pet. Going to be able to get a VT onto Flaffaduck and is going to be able to get some damage rolling. Actually, just tried to kill the pet. He actually did kill the pet for the survival hunter. Going to be Harpoon, maybe hoping to go for a maybe he will hope he would be able to go for a little bit of a freezing trap onto Darthley. He did great and faded as soon as our Harpoon came out. And Flaffaduck taking quite a bit of damage though. Does dispel his own dots, but it's going to put him in a little bit of CC. Darthley does have the pet that he could get dots off of. And Flaffaduck going for Manning Bandage right now. Darthley with that offensive heal the pet playstyle. I like it. Is going to be able to get on top of Flaffaduck for a second. Is going to, I think, be able to... Maybe, I think he tried to juke out his own cast on the Flaffaduck, but he got the dots rolling on both the pet and the hunter, so that's going to be quite a bit of single target damage he can go for. Could turn the damage onto the pet. I don't know where Flaffaduck is going to go for a little bit of a feign death in order to take the dots off, but Darthley is going to be able to land a stun on him, is going to get a VT, does get interrupted with a muzzle though, so Shadow locked out for a second. Flaffaduck still cannot heal himself right now. Going to be greater fade for Darthley. No interrupt available. Is going to be able to get hit with a stun by Flaffaduck into a disperse immediately, trying to get him as much healing as possible. Flap, does he have himself feign death right now? Darthley not letting him get a clean feign death. He's trying to go for a little bit of heal. Feign death right now maybe is going to get himself CC'd. Whoa, pathing right in front of Darthley. Not going to be able to get any heals. I think Flaffaduck might just have to go for a Turtle Shell with a feign death. That's the only way I think he could deal with this. Turtle Shell and feign death, but the dots are going to tick down on him. Darthley got some damage rolling too. He's got himself some void eruptions also for Darthley right now. So he's going to get a VT. Mindbender up and running. There's going to be some traps. Flaffaduck actually going to have the Mindbender walk into the freezing trap. So now Darthley's actually free, but he's going to get hit with a knockback trap back to back. Flaffaduck pathing right at Darthley. Stun to follow. Does he have him right here? It's going to be huge damage. Flaffaduck might have to go for a Turtle Shell right now. Immediately silence to follow before Flaffaduck can get himself any more healing. I guess Safety Chicken does come out. Darthley does not get to dispel it fast enough. Flaffaduck tried to get himself a heal. Not looking like it's going to be happening. Revive pet coming out for Flaffaduck. Darthley does go for a heal. I don't know if Flaffaduck has anything. Take down the shell in order to be able to get some damage on Darthley. Is going to go for a little bit of a self-heal stun onto Darthley. Still has dots rolling on him though. Flaffaduck still has dots rolling on him. Gonna call his pet back for a second. Might be able to get himself a camo somehow. Gonna be some more dots by Darthley as he gets hit with a freezing trap. Flaffaduck needs to get into line of sight. Needs to go for feign death. Let the dots and let the CC kind of waddle him out in the open. And then he needs to go for a full camo. Darthley mounted up though. He's up on a pale horse trying to see if he can stop the reset by the hunter. Does go for a camo. Hits him with a stun. More VTs up and running. Does he have the damage? Fear onto Flaffy. The pet cannot help him out. Few Shadowmans coming up for Darthley. He's preparing for the next duel. Void Eruption coming out. Flap does go for a little bit of a feign death to follow. Try to take those dots off. Darthley does punish him with more dots. Getting hit with the steel trap. Could go maybe for a Shadowman or two. The pet is over there. Could be turned around for Flaffy right here. Could go for a stun into Darthley. He does go for a greater fade for just a second. Still trying to run away from the Shadowpriest Crucible to follow. Does get him in a Harpoon. Executes are coming out for Darthley. Could be the answer. Flaffy does go down. Darthley taking him out. Vert, you better give him the honor duel here. You better give him the honor duel. You're a feral druid. You better give him the honor duel. I swear to God. I swear to God. I swear to God. Looks like he's in stealth, but he's kind of letting him. He's trying to find a better position. Darthly, you can use health swap, by the way, with the allies if you have that as a talent, by the way. You are allowed to do that. Stun onto Vert. He does trick it out immediately. And that's going to be a bit of a heal for Darthly with Disperse. Needs to find a way to deal with Vert right now. Does have himself a little bit extra healing. Fear onto Vert. He doesn't have any more trinket. So for Darth, this could be good. Does get the dots into Vert EXE. If Darth can someone just find a way to kite Vert EXE around, that could be good. Got himself a little bit of damage. Going to be a wall for Vert EXE. As Darth does have himself a little bit of that Vampiric Embrace. Trinkets out of that stun from Vert EXE. Darthly, if you do have health swap, you are allowed to use it. Trying to keep the Feral from coming out, from re-stealth and trying to keep him out there, but Mind Control trying to come out, bash into Darthly. He doesn't really have a lot to work with here. Could be a Skull Bash out of Vertex. He tried to see if he could juke it out. Does get hit with a Skull Bash. Brandon with a donation. Toss a coin to your streamer. Brandon, can we get a hashtag Brandon Shannon? True appreciation for the wonderful donations. Darthly trying to see if he can Mind Control Vertex out of there. VTs are trying to reset up. Does get a stun onto Vertex with a Vampiric Embrace to fall. Void Eruption to follow. Silence of the Vert, not to give him any kind of self-healing. And Darthly is going to get smacked by a Crucible right after. Mindbender is on Vert. He's going to get hit with a Maledict right here, actually. Still hit with a Maledict. Darthly trying to cut him as much as possible. Vertex is about half a shell. Actually getting quite low. Does pre-wall this. VT is getting reset up for Darthly. Vertex is super low. It's going to be greater fate for Darthly right now. Vert trying to go for a little bit of regrowth right here. Darthly might be able to get himself a little bit of recovery as well. Vert not going to be able to be caught in stealth. As long as he can get Vert low enough, the executes could be huge. Maybe a stun right after. Vert doesn't have any more defense, so trying to set up a big stun into Darthly. Does hit him with a bash. It's going to be Disperse available for Darthly. Does go for Disperse. Save the shit, saving him by a hair. Vert does not have any more defense, so going for a Swiftman right now. And if Darthly can just land a full stun on the guy, get enough damage, get him low enough executes, that could be it. Darthly has full health right now. Greater Fate coming out very, very soon. Vert has Wall coming up in 23 seconds. Trinket available in 13 seconds. Regrowth trying to get some regrowths up and running. Darthly just cannot catch up to the guy whatsoever. Does get at least a pain on the guy. Stun to follow. VT is going to be applied. Does he have enough damage right here? Darthly doesn't actually have a lot of defenses left. Does get a silence onto Vertex here, not giving him a lot of opportunity to heal for a moment. Then goes for a Void Eruption right after. Wall coming out for Vertex in about 2 seconds. Darthly get himself some defenses available very, very soon. Is going to get himself Void Eruption yet again. The dots should be quite good. That's going to be a Mindbender hitting him. Vertex is actually super low in health. Does trick it out of the fear. Executes could be good. Does go for Crucibles. That's going to be Darthly just trying to see if he can survive it. Vertex has only a few more executes available on him. Does have a wall. Big button Darthly trying to turn this around. Executes could be huge right now. One execute, maybe a second one right now. Darthly gets actually the execute off of the Feral and does go for Shot Immense immediately. That's going to be phased up next as a DK. Does Darthly have a way out of it? Not a single one of these guys gives this man an honor duel. Maybe that's why. Maybe because this man is fucking insane, dude. Darthly doesn't have any healing whatsoever. Does get a silence on the phased. And all he can really do right now, he does have the pest so he can attack and get some dots off of, but no Disperse available for a while. He needs to wait out until Disperse available. It's going to be Zombos running at Darthly. Does go for a bit of a Void Eruption right now. Zombies is still attacking Darthly. Could go for a Disperse right here. Is actually keep killing those zombies as best as possible. Shackle and Dead onto Abomination. And FaZe took quite a bit of damage from a distance with Darthly barely doing anything to the guy. He's still just trying to surround him with zombies. Darthly trying to be aware of it. Could go for a Disperse right here as he gets with a stun. FaZe does go for an AMS. And dampening rolling at about 13%. FaZe could really pressure Darthly right now with Necrotics. Darthly making sure to keep all the dots rolling on to FaZe as best as possible. There's going to be a full army of undead surrounding him. The Abomination does disappear. More zombies are coming out for Darthly. How much use Globus to kill the zombies? They actually go for a stun on him. They're going to get a bit of a stun lock. Darthly doesn't really have a lot left here. IBF coming out for FaZe. Finally going to be Darthly able to get all his dots up and running. Silence onto FaZe. Zombies are still walking at Darthly. Greater Fate does come out for Darthly for a second. Using Crucible defensively. More zombies coming up for FaZe as Necrotics are lowering up as he got a Maledict rolling. Actually super low in health. FaZe, is he just going to go for more speds? He's going to resummon his sped, beefing it up immediately. Darthly's still min-maxing the rage here. FaZe trying to get the zombies in. Grip onto Darthly for a second. He doesn't have any defenses for quite a bit of time. Does have a chicken if things go bad. Mind Control trying to come out. FaZe does get juked on the cast though. That's going to be a zombie probably going to interrupt. Darthly actually he's making him run into the zombos. He's making him kill his own zombies with auto attack. Tricky coming out for Darthley off of that Strangulate. FaZe gets any kind of dots rolling on himself, maybe stunned by Darthley. Might be enough right here. MS coming out. Darthley doesn't have a defensive for a little bit. Greater Fate coming out very, very soon. Just need to survive it just a little bit longer. Crucible is still available for himself. Trying to get himself a Shadow Man. Greater Fate is available right now if he wants to use the silence onto FaZe. Shadow Man's coming out with the Greater Fate, able to get himself fully heals. Abomination's rolling up. Does he have any damage to follow up? FaZe is low on health. Executes are almost ready. That's going to be Fear onto FaZe. Disperse available for Darthley very, very soon. Might be able to live long enough until Disperse is up. Does go for Disperse. Necrotics need to come out for FaZe immediately. Trying to go for the army right now. Darthley is going to get himself a little bit extra healing. FaZe has enough health. Darthley has himself in Vampiric Embrace right now in case he needs it. Needs to get FaZe low enough right now. Try to burst him as best as possible. Stun onto Darthley. Doesn't really have a lot to work with. FaZe is super low. Trying to stay offensive here. MS coming out for him very, very soon. Execute FaZe available. Actually could be huge. Dots are up for Darthley while stun is up for FaZe. He's using Crucible. The executes right now. Actually lands another kill on yet another guy. And Fortune, is he going to give him the honor duel? Darthley's already going in for damage. Fortune not going to give Darthley an opportunity here. That is going to be Greater Fate trying to boop him out of there. Out of the Greater Fate. Stun into Darthley. I think that might be the end to the champion. Shadow Priest. And oh my god. It went 3 for 3, dude. Shadow Priest versus Survival Hunters. Feral Druids. Unholy Death Knights. Not a single one of them gave him an honor duel, dude. I can't believe it. And Pricey playing out Demonology instead of Destruction this time. Very interesting. Very interesting. Gonna be a big fell lord stunning Fortune. Is gonna be a karma right now for Fortune right now. Trying to do AoE damage to everybody, man. Darthley came in. He saw, he conquered, he did what he could. Nobody gave him a single honor duel. If only he had a life swap, which is allowed, by the way, if you want to use it. You can use life swap in these duels. Darthley, I think that would have given him at least a bit extra tankiness. Actually, maybe for Darthley that would have been cheating. Because Darthley is Darthley. This is why this man is literally the god of Shadow Priest to this day. To this day. Fear on to Fortune. Pricey just trying to get himself the army of pets coming out. Gonna be a tyrant right now. Does he get a stun to Fortune? Needs to get a stun on him. Finally, the tyrant is gonna be up and running. One stun to Fortune. He does get himself a defensive. Second stun maybe to follow before he gets any kind of defenses. Does he have a second stun? Second stun right now on Fortune. The tyrant is still slamming around. It's gonna be Lexio but Fortune. Fist of Fury, but the tyrant is still doing damage. Fortune still might go down. Does get a kill on to Pricey at the very last second. 4v5 to try to come out, and that's gonna be Pelcher not letting Fortune have more than one duel. Pricey got him super low, and Pelcher was like, bap, gonna snipe you out. Like, can he play? Like, can he play? Because you know what it's gonna be. It's gonna be a monk running, hiding behind the pillar. Pelcher was like, no. Let's get the fun duels out of here. Boomkin versus Arcane Mage. That's a good one, dude. That's what people want to see. Has you ever wondered, like, who would win? In a Boomkin versus Arcane Mage, who would win? Well, now we get to find out. Because Pelcher is the man, dude. That priest is insane. He is insane, dude. He actually, oh my god, dude. I felt like a kid in a candy store. I felt like a kid in a candy store watching. I'm just like, oh my god, it's so good. Because Darthley was the first Shadow Priest that we have on the channel that did anything insane. Anything insane at all. Because it's so hard for Shadow Priest. The way he plays, this man is confident. He's an alpha male Shadow Priest, though. The way he plays is just such confidence that extrudes. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I'm paying a lot of compliments, but it's so enjoyable to watch like a really good player in the Shadow Priest in duels, where the spec is usually not that amazing. And Pelcher getting quite a bit of damage from Kenny, though. Was that some Arcane Missiles action? Kenny getting hit with an interrupt, landing a Maledict onto Pelcher, blinking around, and Pelcher's actually under a lot of pressure right here. Wants to go for a heal, using the heal while Mally is running on him. Could have went for a Barkskin instead. Is going to go for Incarnation, locking out Kenny on Arcane. Perfect opportunity for Pelcher to get some massive damage, trying to min-max the Incarnation setup. Doesn't have a stun for Kenny or anything at all. Doesn't have, oh no, he does have a stun on him. Does not have enough Star Surges available. Needs to power shift just to get out of those roots and slows. Arcane Missiles coming out for Kenny. Is trying to see if he can blink around Pelcher. He does go for a Barkskin. Disarm onto Kenny. Disarm the Mage. Is not going to do anything for him. Arcane Missiles onto Pelcher right now as Kenny trying to get around the arena, interrupting Pelcher on nature. Pelcher doesn't really have a lot of health left. It's going to be maybe any damage available. Arcane Explosion taking them out. Next up, I think it's going to be Lala. Does Lala go for an honor duel with him? Oh, honor duel. Letting Kenny play it out to the end. Kenny does have to go through a Shadow Priest and a Feral Druid. Now, I think Shadow Priests actually do counter mages. I think Shadow Priests really do counter mages. But I could be wrong. But I could be very, very wrong. Is Kenny getting food? He's trying to eat. Is it giving him any health at all? What? There we go. Now he's actually starting to heal a little. But it's so... that seems very low. I mean, dampening is kind of high, so maybe that's why it's taking a very long time for him to get any kind of food, right? He's probably getting more mana than healing, right? That must be it. Gonna be VT for La. He let him get the opener, but he also gets the dots. Gonna be instant interrupt onto La, onto shadow damage. And some arcane missiles falling up for Canyon. Knock up onto La. Has him locked out for quite a bit. Doesn't want to get interrupted on. He's going to be stunned by La. Perfect opportunity for him to get some big damage in. Got himself even a little bit of that Vampiric Embrace rolling. Keeping his health up as best as possible at 50% dampening. Canyon so far has been pretty good. There's going to be Fear by La. He's sitting at less than half health, trying to get a couple shadow mins. Arcane missiles coming up for Canyon. Silence finally coming out by La. Landing a Maldic onto Canyon. This way he got his own burst rolling. Got himself a Shadow Fiend and everything. Shadow Fiend should do the most amount of damage here, but it looks like Shadow Fiend is kind of getting CC'd. It's going to be a bit of an invis for Canyon just to get away from Shadow Fiend for a second. That's about all he's got. Trying to go for a bit of a war stomp for La to land a stomp to Canyon. Did not get it. Canyon is still getting those arcane missiles. Has maybe an interrupt onto La. Doesn't even let him get any dots on the guy. La going for that disperse, but I don't think he's really has a chance anymore. I think Canyon really did outplay the guy. Stun him to Canyon. He does have the Siphon to deal with any kind of temporal. That's going to be La actually going for Greater Fate so he can get a couple of casts off or two. Siphon's still going to try to reverse damage back into Kenny. He's going to eliminate it immediately. Silence onto Kenny, but he has the mobility already. He's just going to hide while the silence is there. Knock up into La while he's trying to go for a little bit of those arcane missiles. Double Crucible coming out for La by the looks of it to get himself as much healing as possible. Silence onto La as Kenny bails out of it for a second. Try to get as much damage onto La as possible. And I think La actually is out of options. Does have himself one last Void Eruption, but those arcane misses are huge. Kenny, is he going to be allowed the honor duel with Prox? Where's Prox? Yeah, Prox is already in hunt, dude. He's like, I'm out of here, dude. I'm not even giving him a chance. Icebox for Kenny immediately. He's still going to try to see if he can stick around with it, man. Going to get a dot rolling into Prox. Crucible to follow for Prox. Not a lot of health left available for Kenny. Does have a temporal, but this high dampening, not a lot you can really do. Dartha came in. We actually didn't even see how much damage or healing this man did, because he bailed. But it's okay, he's a busy man. Darth is on a different level, dude. He is. That's such a joy to watch a priest of that caliber play, man. Vital, I got you. I can't get invited, man, but I appreciate it. We'll get you in next, yeah. Yo, Vital should probably view duel Darth. That'd be so cool, dude. Versus Night Riven or Harder, please. Or Harder. Okay. Or Harder. The Russians, dude. The group of Russians, they're just like, yo, give us a challenge for once. Shadow Priest is literally insane, dude. It's probably gonna be the name of my next video, Atho. It's probably gonna be the name, dude. Shadow Priest is literally insane. Not gonna lie. It's a joy. Darthley, thank you so much for coming by, man. Appreciate you. I know you're a busy guy. Down to friends list on BNet? Yes, I can. Let me see if I can clean out my BNet and accept some of you guys, okay? People that have, okay, let's say people that have been gone for more than 11 days. For more than 11 days, then I'll remove you off of reality. Unless there is some stipulation like Greg, gotta go, my dude. 13 days. You don't know if he's coming back. He might be. 7 hours, 23 days. Care done. Out of here. Because we'll probably add him later. Neurone, I can't remove Neurone. She's a beauty. She's just a beautiful butterfly who's been supporting the stream forever. I cannot remove Neurone. 3 hours, minutes. Day, 17 hours, 15 hours, 30 minutes. Everybody's been gone for a while. Zanzadi's been gone for a bit. Rip Zan, man. Rip Zan. And the King also been gone. So that's a couple of people that I can invite. I guess I'll go from the bottom up, right? I guess I'll just go from the bottom up because those are the newest people. Yeah, now it's stuck. Now it's Dunsky. Hopefully I got majority of you guys. Hopefully I get the most of you. The new ones at least. Can we lose to a chicken? Yeah, I feel you. Screaming for 2 people on Alliance? Let's go. Nerfplay should use 2 more people on Alliance, boys. Jack is ready. Laska is ready. Okay, we'll get Jack versus Laska then, yeah? Laska and Jack. Because Night Raven just got to play. MML had a hell of a team, dude. A hell of a team. How's your day been? It's been pretty good, Benjamin. How's your day been? My day's been good, man. I'm having fun hanging out with the stream. I got pizza waiting for me. Ooh. As soon as we're done with the stream. Also, we got a reset later at 10 p.m. for like the invasion stuff. So I'm going to be back on that grind later. Also got to get my Shaboy caught up. Also got to get some keys done sometime this week. Hey, Dad, what's up? Alcoholics, how you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one, my dude. Haven't seen you in a bit, huh? Or maybe I have. You just changed your name. I like it either way. How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one. We had some great duels this week, dude. Great duels, starting off strong this week. Alrighty, switch. What do we got? We got ourselves Vital, I think. We're gonna take a look at Team Red. We got Candy, we got Carrie in here too as a Fury Warrior sticking next to Crypt. We also got ourselves Raven, and we got ourselves Bin Laden. A couple of rogues here, man. Sub-rogue, assassination rogue most likely. Oh, they kind of look very, very similar. But then again, that is, oh no, they have the same face. Look at that, they have the same face markings. Same color hair too, so it makes the face marking the same either way. We also got Vital on Team Blue as a Destro Warlock with, whoa, what the panda? Voldomor. I don't know how to say Volva. Can I call it Volva? I don't know how to say. Voldomor. I don't know how to say your name. The panda. We'll call you the panda. Who else is the panda? DK, dude. We actually got a panda DK. We got a Cracker going up next. Actually, versus Gary, we got ourselves layup. And we got ourselves Noma. Layup as in like a basketball layup. You know what I mean? Like a b-ball layup. Carry versus, oh, you can tell I play a lot of b-ball, right? You can tell I play a lot of basketball. My terminology is awful, dude. I got some boomer terms right here. Cracker versus Carry. Carry only taking a little bit of damage. Cracker kind of blinking all over the map, so we're going to follow up Carry for a second. This is going to go for a little bit of twirly twirl. Bladestorm trying to get away from Cracker, trying to get that charge, but Cracker is fast on the ball, fast on the money. Getting the charge, Bloodthirst, cashing it in as best as possible. Carry finally landed that heal. This reminds me of Carry versus Kachkin, the longest duel of my life. Fury versus Fury, dude. No chain trinkets, only the best, the most experienced Fury warrior wins that one. So I feel like Carry might have to go for full Stormbolt with Disarm. Carry actually going for a little bit of Enrage Regeneration early. Disarm much to Carry, so he's limited on how much healing he can do. Cracker getting hit with the Disarm to Carry at least. If he can't heal, he wants to limit how much damage Cracker is doing. But that's Carry down on his big defenses. Cracker could really push damage right now. He always has that Enrage Regeneration to fall back on. He is popping in some cooldowns here. I think in a sense Cracker could actually go for some reckless play to really get carried down, as his health is actually really taking a beating. But Cracker, I think, is still just trying to stay as offensive as defensive as possible. Does go for a Fear to Carry. He doesn't Zerker Rage out of it fast enough where Cracker does get to sneak in a charge heal with a Bloodthirst. Carry going for a bit of a Blaze. Was that a Stormbolt actually out of Cracker? There might have been a Stormbolt out of Cracker just now. I think I saw that effect. Fear onto Cracker. He Zerker Rages out of it, but Carry is still snagging the heal. But we're going to be about a 2-minute mark. So Carry is sitting at about half his health. 7 hard time recovering. Cracker hit with a Disarm, Carry hit with a Disarm, so at least Carry won't be able to do any more healing. Cracker going for the auto attacks that are beating up each other. Cracker getting his weapons just a quickly, just a hair faster than Carry. Carry still going to be sitting at a half health. Stormbolt might turn this around. Cracker got himself a Crucible to follow. Maybe a bit of a Rampage execute. Going to be some damage trinkets coming out for Carry right now. Doing some damage to Cracker, but Carry is caught at the low health. No defenses actually. Does get himself a heal out of nowhere. Going to be a charge heal by Cracker. Carry going for a charge heal himself. Does recover to about 40-ish% health. Floating around that mark. But still behind. 30 seconds left. If Carry can somehow get his way out of there in 30 seconds... If he can get his Enrage Regeneration within 30 seconds, he might be fine. Does get a Disarm onto Cracker. As he's close to the execute, Cracker landing a charge. Going to be able to get a heal off of that. Might be able to get the execute. Carry might be going down. Barely any health left. Does go towards charge into Cracker, but he is the one who's going to be taking down Carry, the Fury Warrior, off. And Cracker takes it. Candy is going to be up next as the Arcane Mage. Bladestorm coming out for Cracker. Candy going for a bit of a Blinks. Is going to be Cracker with a Stormbolt. All he could really do is Stormbolts onto Candy. We're going to walk to him. Not going to Stormbolt and charge, which is good. He's going to separate those movement abilities apart. He's going to go for a leap in case Carney does go for a blink. He's going to hit him with a fear. Trying to wait out for the blink back ability to maybe be off cooldown or maybe disappear. Kenny's actually walking away from a back blink right now, so he's not going to have that much mobility. Unless he can get himself another Shimmer. Nova onto Cracker. He doesn't have a Bladestorm. Actually, it doesn't sit Nova long. It's going to interrupt him on Arcane. Perfect opportunity for Cracker to really push some damage. Candy's going to have only limited opportunities. Stormbolt to follow. Polymorph coming out. Cracker, does he have a Reflect for it? He does trick it out of that Poly. Is going to get a charge into Candy. And Candy's going to blink back from it. Try to see if he can knock up Cracker and min-max the damage. Cracker for two options. Either go behind the pillar or keep attacking Candy. It looks like he decided to keep trucking it at Candy. The Mage. Perfect opportunity to just get some freebie damage. But Candy's just staying more immobile. He can't really stand still and cast arcane missiles all the time. Expecting to reflect out a Cracker or something any moment though. He's trying to keep him completely clean off of any defenses whatsoever. Cracker landing a charge onto Kenny, ripping on top of him as he blinks out of there. Does Kenny have any more ability to follow? Bladestorm coming out for Cracker, stand on top of Kenny. He's going to get a strong ball to follow. Kenny, does he have a trinket? Cracker using defensive crucible in order to keep himself alive. Kenny does have a one last blink back, so he has the most mobility. And I think Kenny actually went for another blink off that. Kenny is out of mobility completely. Knock up with your Cracker. Try to keep him slow as best as possible. Cracker is going to stay unslowed for a little bit. Polymorph trying to come out for Kenny. Does land the Polymorph. He doesn't sit there long enough. Going to be a charge for Cracker as Kenny had his last blink. Does he have a reverse blink back? He does not for a little bit. Going to be slow by Cracker immediately. Kenny hit him with a Nova, and that's going to be Kenny hit with a Crucible. No dampening yet, though. Cracker so far has been able to match Kenny on mobility as best as possible. Leap on top of Kenny. Does get a Stormbolt. Kenny does get a blink there. Cracker does not really want to charge if he has it. Does get a charge as Kenny blinks away. Kenny's going to shimmer out of there again. And Cracker is out in the open. Kenny finally might be an opportunity for you right now to do the most amount of damage. Arcane missiles, are they there? Do you have the damage? He looks like he's staying very defensive. Does finally have some damage going. Arcane missiles. Cracker is going to take a bit of hammering right now. Actually going for line of sight. That doesn't do work. It's going to be a safety trigger coming out for Cracker. Oh my god, finally Kenny was able to get some damage in. I think he was waiting for the procs to get a bunch of arcane missiles. I thought he was doing so many instant cast abilities. Hoping that as he spends mana, he gets those clear casting procs. And that's going to be Icebox for Kenny, looking to win this BG. Or win this duel. Cracker using Bladestorm just to get out of that Nova for a second. Looking for the mobility. Does he have anything? Leap on top of Kenny. Kenny does have one more Shimmer available. Cracker actually doesn't have anything. Look for the line of sight. And he's going to go increasing his own health. Actually, no, Warlock Hellstone first. Using that Warlock Hellstone just to keep himself afloat. And Kenny gets those arcane missiles. Cracker is increasing his own health with a Battle Master Trinket. There's going to be Charge, Fear by Cracker to keep Kenny CC'd into a Stormbolt right after. He's going to go for Enrage Regeneration. Kenny try to see if he can run out of there. Cracker getting hit with the slows back to back. Does he have leaps? Does he have Stormbolts? He's going to have to use Crucible defensively. Kenny could literally steal it away from him. He does spell steal the heal, and it's going to get some dots more rolling into Cracker. More arcane missiles to follow. Charge for Cracker doesn't get to catch in on that heal as Kenny does have the mobility of an arcane mage. What can he do about it? Cracker does trick it a little bit early right before the Nova came out, so he's actually caught out. No CC breakers at all. Stormbolt onto Kenny, doesn't have a charge. He's actually looking like he might be panicking a little bit. Black blink for Kenny. Cracker's out in the open. Charge last onto Kenny with a commanding shot, getting knocked up in the air. Slows trying to use Bladestorm to stay away from slows, but Kenny got so much distance. Cracker is gonna go down, and down he goes. Whoever left on Team Red, somebody left on Team Red just now, by the way. It was Raven. There's a rogue that was here. I guess a rogue left. Rest in peace. Mova is going to be up next. We actually lost a guy. We lost Ben. Did Ben get DC'd? Is that what's going on with Ben? Did he just get DC'd? Or did he see Carrie doing well against the first guy? He was like, yeah, he's going to last forever. I don't even want to do it. Either way, that's the second time the guy got DC'd or left. Either way. Kenny versus Mova does go with the interrupt pet. Actually interrupting Kenny is just trying to get some evocation. But he can't catch up. He might actually want to go for Succubus CC, actually, for Succubus Pet. Because that Succubus Pet actually has a slow, at least. They're both trading Crucibles. And it's 8 minutes in. 8 minutes closing up for us. Soon. 70% dampening. It's going to make it harder for Kenny to really stay afloat. Not a lot of healing available. Mova has full health and a lot of defenses still ready. Kenny finally going for some offensive abilities, trying to go for more missiles onto against Mova. It's going to get that Voodoo Doll dot rolling. Trying to see if he can maybe juke out any kind of kicks from Mova. Tried to go for a Shout of Fury. Actually, Mova taking a bit of damage from those missiles right now. Kenny still trying to stay as offensive as possible if he can. Again, needs to find a way to juke out of that pet CC. But that's going to be Infernal right now. Does get interrupted to Mova as they go for a Chaos Bolt, I think. Kenny increasing his own health by a little bit just to keep himself afloat. It's going to be Infernal getting hit with a Nova right now. And the pet, the Eye Glare, is still going to be on top of Kenny. Going to be there to interrupt him on the cast any moment. Kenny actually trying to use back blinks in order to stay line of sight of the pet. Been staying line of sight of the Infernal for the most part. And been doing a good job with that. But Kenny's going to lose that all that extra health. Does get him shield. Going to be a Succubus coming out for Mova. Actually, I think almost got interrupted. Maybe got knocked up. That's going to be an interrupt, trying not to swap out to a Succubus. Chaos Bolt is going to be there for free for Mova. 2 Chaos Bolts, actually. Is that going to be the answer? Kenny does get himself a temporal, 24% dampening. Not a lot he can really do about it. Mova still trying to get those cataclysms around the corner. Does have succubus, so that should be a slow one to Kenny. Trying to see if he can stay away from the succubus with a Nova ahead of time. Maybe Kenny might be able to finally go some big damage. No pet to interrupt anymore. Knock up onto Mova, just trying to keep his cast away. That's going to be Succubus pet to slow Kenny down. Finally, Mova might be able to get a setup onto Kenny. Succubus, maybe a Chaos Bolt off of that. No fear instead. And that's going to be a big Chaos Bolt hitting Kenny. He does go for a short invis. Does not get to invis a Chaos Bolt. He still takes the damage from it. But it's still going to be bad for him. Does have a second invis and thinks they really go bad. He has a doubt on him rolling though. So if Mova has any proc trinkets, that should honestly do enough. Immolate should be enough. At least Immolate is doing is burning through the shield that Kenny gets every 30 seconds. So it goes for temporal. What the fuck is this? Hello? What the hell? Okay, so that's a song. That's not a song. That was a video that somehow made it into the playlist. What the hell? Was I trying to get my songs up and running and I fell asleep while doing it? I think I was watching a video and I accidentally put that in the playlist. What video was it, you might be wondering? It's a guy playing Warcraft 3, one of the games. Warcraft 3 Reforged, I think. Because I've been watching it. That's the game of my childhood. Caswell coming out. Kenny does blink away from it. 10 minutes into the Zill's been going for quite a while though. Knock up onto Mova. Mova just cannot get any kind of setup on Kenny. Kenny is super low in health. Mova can just end this duel any moment. He just doesn't have any mobility. Doesn't mount up ever. Trying to go for a little bit of a slow. Kenny might actually be able to get far enough for Mova to maybe catch himself a little bit of food. It's going to hit him with arcane missiles around the corner. Mova just doesn't go in for any pets to see or anything. Doesn't go for any mount up whatsoever. Just continues to stay out in the open in combat forever. Fear onto Kenny. Getting interrupted. Could go for some damage. No, Kenny's going to blink back. Does go for a pet to see. Casbolt can maybe finally end it. Doesn't do it. Fear to follow Kenny. Goes for an Icebook instead. Still somehow alive. Horror effect, but maybe hits it a little bit on the wrong angle. Infernal to follow. Could be enough damage. Using Crucible's offensive into Kenny. Does he still not have a conflag root? I think he still has a conflagration root, man. Maybe he does. Maybe he finally went for it. Try to go for a fear again to Kenny. Kenny's about to follow. Kenny actually blink it away. The Infernal might do enough damage. Getting hit with a root right now. That's going to be Voodoo Trick, and it's Cannon trying to go for some damage. Casbolts are coming out. Going to be Succubus C. Finally, Casbolt connects. That's going to be a couple more fire damages there. Finally, Casbolt maybe ends it. Does kill him with a conflag. Oh my goodness, Mova just struggled there just to take down Kenny. That was a struggle and a half, my boy. I mean, you're trying your best. I'm not disagreeing that you're probably not trying your best. Vendetta coming out, but Raven, those Mova goes for a wall with a gateway, trying to get a fear onto the rogue. Does he have a trinket? He does have a trinket. Things go bad. I think that was a horror effect on top of a fear. Casbolt still landing though. Mova trying to min-max the damage onto Raven. He does obliterate him with a Crucible right after. Vital up next. Trying to see if he can get himself a little bit of a rain of fire. Maybe take the rogue out. Maybe shot a few around the corner. Does he get him? He does get him. Trying to see if he can get a dot on him. Does he get a conflag? The pets are going to be on there. Crucible is going to be there. Does go for a shot him with a Garrode onto Vital. The pet Succubus you see is going to keep him out in the open. Does still have a trinket. Misses the kick. Casbolt is going to be there for free. Vanish coming out for Raven before the Casbolt connects. Does Raven have any dots on him? He does. He does. Needs to get the Vital needs to get the pets over there onto Raven immediately. Unless he can catch a reset, full reset. He does catch a full reset. Oh, I'm just noticed he's running legendaries. Rain of Fire, though, gets him out with a conflag to root him right after. Does Raven have a shadow step? He does have a shadow step to interrupt the fear. Does he stop the Casbolts? He does not. No cloak of shadows available. No nothing. Horror effect to follow. Casbolt should be there for free unless he has a stun. Raven taking quite a bit of damage right now. Killing shot onto Vital. He check us out with a wall. Another Casbolt to take down Raven. Down he goes. Grip is going to be up next. And last man standing on Team Red. Hey, what's up, Zippy? How you doing, dude? EU NA EU! Fridays are for EU, boys. Willing to buy no pillar arena? Yeah, this arena is just too big, man. This arena is too big for duels. This arena is too big for the duels. Ooh, Vital actually going for a first aid while Succubus goes for CC. Cataclysm and a Casbolt wombo combo onto Crippers. He's gonna have to go for flashlight immediately. Vital just might want to keep him out in the open. Dampen is gonna get worse and worse for the guy. Does set up a gateway in case he wants to push in onto the Paladin. Does he get to hit him with a conflag around the corner? He does not. Try to go for a stun. Crippers could maybe run out there with the mount and go for a full stun wombo combo onto Vital with wings. Emily coming out for Vital. Stun onto the Warlock. No pet CC coming out. Crippers actually has himself a perfect opportunity. Succubus CC comes out. Does he trinket out of it? He does not. He decides to sit it. He wants to wait and use that use that trinket for a little bit later. For some reason I was gonna say Warlock Chaos Bolt. I don't know why I was gonna say that. Horror effect onto Crippers. He has himself Hand of Freedom. Gonna get himself a Shield of Vengeance. Chaos Bolt should be able to burn through it. Does actually get that Shield of Vengeance to bop next to Vital. Continue to use his Wake of Ashes offensively. Vital actually super low. Trying to see if he can get his way out of there. Increasing his own health for a moment. Trying to go for heal. Crippers has himself his bubble. Does Vital have any more CC to follow? Crippers actually could just survive this. Eventually Vital is going to lose out on all these different CC or all the different defenses he has. Does Crippers blind? Interesting. Puts Vital in a bad situation. The pet can't even help him. Mally onto Vital right now. Try to get in fear. Get interrupted and down he goes. Crippers stick him out fairly easily. Layup is up next. I think another assassination rogue. Rogue does go for an interrupt onto Crippers. He goes for a bop immediately. Stun onto Layup. Does he have any wings to follow? Doesn't have a lot of damage. So Layup is not really going to pop any CDs at all. 60% dampening though. The Paladin is also in just as bad of a spot. No more bop available unless he can somehow get a juke out of Layup. Next stun is going to be over, man. He's just trying to min-max the damage with a Vendetta. Mally to follow. He's just going to let the dots fall. DFA trying to look flashy. Okay. That would have been kind of cool. That was a slower duel, but everybody lived in there for as long as possible. Just about everybody gets to play except one dude. Do you know if you have to have both Warglaives the same tune to use more random mugs, or is it just bugged? I have no idea, Brandon. I think Krem would know. Yeah. Confirm that's because demon and stream and such. Yeah, okay. Or like Survival Hunter and Holy DK, always summon, press, and there was range spec and classes. Yeah, both of them were really good. Both of them were really good, especially in PvP. Not Raven said he got 5 out of 5 new people. Okay, we'll see who else is ready. Because it is 6:57. This could be a perfect time for me to go get some food. I think we get some great duels today, boys. Maybe might be able to just call it here and go get some to grub. We'll see how I'm feeling. Give me like a minute. If I'm still have food on my mind, we'll just call it there. Send you dot details in Discord. I like that. Yo, let's see how well Dothley did that last duel, man. Let's see how well he. Oh, it's so bugged, like the way it shows up. Hold on, open link. Okay, now it works. So this is Dothley's damage and healing from the last duel. His healing done, he did 4 million healing that duel. That's a lot. I mean, between Crucibles and between popping a shield on himself, I think this man has a full versatility build. He has to. And he did 5 million damage. That's quite a lot, dude. He did quite a lot. Look at that. The DK did a lot of damage, barely even touching Dothley, mostly zombos. VertiXC with bleeds and just feral damage is insane. Flaffy Duck really pumped some damage. Fortune really put some damage into Dothley, but Fortune was like what killed Dothley too. Fortune didn't let Dothley live. Kenny did some damage there in his duel too. It was versus Pelter and La and Pricey went against Fortune, and then Pelter killed. Okay, yeah, I remember it now. But wow, look at that healing. Flaffy Duck had a lot of healing. VertiXC, quite a bit of healing too. Phase 2. But then Canny got hit by that necrotics. Oh no, dampening at that point. That was really well done. I really want to know what he built is. He has to be haste verse, right? He has to be haste versatility, dude. He gotta be. That was so fun, dude. That was so cool to watch. Ooh, ba-da-ba-ba. Good for Mythics and AoE DPS. Very handy if you have one in a group, yeah? Have a good one, everybody in the club. Alright, Brandon. Does he haste crit? I think it's haste first. No, I don't think he's haste crit. I heard from Bonnie that haste crit is essentially like good for padding in PvP, but you're not gonna really have kill potential. And Bonnie went for a build with haste first where you actually have kill potential, but your damage is gonna be bad. But in like a you can actually have damage. Like when you have cooldowns, you have damage. But yeah, I checked the stats. What is he running? First ask range or melee, then rogue or DK. First ask your range or melee, then rogue or DK. Rogues are really good, and Death Knight's also good. I prefer melee, but a lot of people like ranged. Can't blame you. Elemental, Major, Elemental Shaman. Both of them are really good, Zippy. Both of them are really good. Flaffy did more damage than Dothley in the 1v1, but obviously had worse heals. Oh, is that how it went? Okay, yeah, well, I know Dothley had like 5 million spread amongst all the people, but that's like... That means, on average, he had to sing, I guess, like the 3-4 people that he went against. Had to sink a little over 1 million damage per person on average. On average. Some heal more than others for sure. Is he ace and crit? He is ace and crit. Really? Wait, like right now for that duel? I feel like he's ace first, dude. He had to be. Been testing the bound forces essence. Deal 60k damage and I've done 40 for 40 big red button rocket as well. 70% increased crit if hits up to 80k, which is nasty. Ooh! Unbound force? I kind of like that, Atho. That's interesting, man. Unreliable, but fun if you pull it off. I could see it, dude. I could see it. I can see it. Better put this on YouTube? I think I will, MML, dude. With a shadow piece like that, you bet. You bet. What about race? What should I go for a rogue? It's up to you, Kevin. I play Nightborn, and I do okay. I got 2100 2-2s with an Archamage. Then again, Rogue Mage is kind of OP. But I play Nightborn. I just like the looks. If you have a racial that you think you could use, like Blood Elf and Mythic Pluses for like Horde, or Night Elf for like skips and restells, or Human for like PvP, or Orc for PvP, or Undead for PvP, if you have a racial that you think you could use it. If you have just a look that you like and you just want to play whatever look you like, do it. It's up to you, man. What should I pick as a major? Level Iris 3 and level 1 Blood of the Enemy as Outlaw. For keys, 3. Level 3 Iris. Just play Meme Beam. Just don't use Meme Beam together with your Blade Flurries. Make sure you don't Blade Flurry and then Meme Beam. Separate those. Yeah, it's 28% crit and 16 haste, only 3 Versa. I look it up, his character or his armory? Because his armory might be different than what he's set up for duels, because it doesn't update until you log off. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Sorry if I ask that much, I'm kind of new. It's all good, man. That's the perfect place to be if you're new. Thanks for answering, Dalaran. No problem with him. Bring last duel. Oh yeah, are we gonna do last duel now? Or should we just call it there? Because I got food waiting for me, man. Do it one more, we gone. The Blood of the Enemy grind is impossible right now. Literally 20-minute queues. What should I do? You could queue as Alliance with Merc mode. You'd get a lot more games, win or lose. You know what I mean? Asking Darth about stats. Just for that duel. Just for that duel. Did it go haste verse? Is what I'm wondering. Call it cold food is bad food? True. That is true. This has got a void pet from Vision that says it's worth 1 million gold. Sell it. Sell it right now. Sell it. I see it right now, dude. Void, Scarred Pup. Sell it. Sell it, Baron. Get that money. Go get the food. Alright, we're gonna call this one, boys. Yo, MML, you free PM me on Discord what Darth was using for his stats. Thank you all so much for coming by. Thank you all so much for watching, boys. It's super fun. I'm glad the patch 8.3 stuff is not broken. That's the most important part. But also, with the tank trick nerfs, it's quite good. Boys, we're gonna have some more duels tomorrow for the NA. So hopefully I'll see a lot of you guys there for more fun games. Thank you all so much for coming by. And I'll see all of you boys next stream. Alrighty, boys. I'm gonna go enjoy my food, alrighty? Alright, peace.